Welcome. Come in. I'm E.G. Marshall. Man against the odds. Why he takes chances to overcome obstacles. Why he challenges the seemingly impossible. That is one of the most elusive puzzles we know, and barely understood. Today, we shall try to uncover the story of one man who dared death in order to live.
Herr General, have you ever been to Königstein?
I have never even visited the place, Captain.
That is where you will be imprisoned. It's on a mountainside 750 feet above the Elbe River, and the fortress itself is 150 feet high.
Are you telling me it is useless to try to escape?
And live. I have an army of guards with orders to shoot to kill. My orders, Herr General. I take great pride that Königstein is the ultimate lock for which there is no key.
Our mystery drama, The Runaway General, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by G. Frederick Lewis and stars Norman Rose. I shall return shortly with Act One. I think the time has come for another of my WWHI stories, which is initially what I call my what would happen if stories. For instance, supposing the dead could talk to us. I don't mean aunts, nephews, cousins, or closer relatives. I mean the greats of the past. What light they could shed upon what shrouded corners of yesterday, huh? Fascinating. If they only could. Hang on by your fingernails if you can, because that's just what someone you'll be meeting shortly actually did. And live to tell the tale. Let me introduce you to a man who knew him, Charles.
Henri Giraud and I are closer now than we ever were in France. It's because of circumstances, you might say. We are both dead now. Henri, he died as commander-in-chief of our forces in the last Great War. I also speak to you from the grave. I died not long after he did, having a position of some responsibility to the government. Henri was the most wise and foolish, foolhardy, and completely brave man I have ever known. For example,
I do not know how much longer we can hold out against their mortar fire.
There is a movement 100 yards ahead.
It cannot be a Frenchman. It must be a German. Fire and keep firing. Paul, find out who has been hit. Paul, rake them with fire. Paul, is there no one at the machine gun?
General, over here!
Help me pull this man away from his gun.
He's badly wounded.
He's dead. I keep the belt straight. You feed as I fire. I'm swinging her around to the right. Now move with me. Jam the gun. Is there no other gun? This one will not fire.
In the name of the Führer, we demand that you French surrender. If you desire your wounded to be taken care of, raise the white flag. You will have 1 minute to decide.
Mon General, what shall we do?
Does anyone have a clean white handkerchief?
I cannot believe my eyes.
You had better believe them. You recognize me?
Oh, but naturally, I recognize you, General Giraud. You have not changed that much. But do you recognize me?
Let me look more closely. We have met before.
Von Meist. Captain von Meist. I was only a corporal then. We met in almost identical circumstances, you and I, 25 years ago. I was among those who captured you then.
Irony pursues me, Herr Commandant.
Another war between France and Germany. Always we are at one another's throats. And again, you are my prisoner. What were you doing in that machine gun nest? The commander-in-chief of the French army.
Reconnaissance.
Nothing can be done, General Giraud. Germany cannot be turned back.
If you are a betting man, Captain, do not bet on that. The war is not over for me.
Escape nowadays is considerably more difficult. Do you know Königstein?
Königstein, an old fortress on the river Elbe.
No, not on the Elbe, General, but on a cliff 750 feet over the Elbe.
No, I have never visited the place, Captain.
German people will take great pleasure in introducing its advantage to you. Imagine a fortress high on a mountainside. The fortress itself, 150 feet in the air. The view is splendid. It is overpowering.
You are telling me it is useless to try to escape.
And live. Should anyone attempt to leave, the centuries have orders to shoot to kill. My orders, Herr General. I take great pride that Königstein is the ultimate lock for which there is no key.
I was out there by the boss of this German captain, where a challenge Henri could not overlook. I knew how stubborn Henri Giraud could be. Having been a student of his at Saint-Cyr, a military academy, there was one precept of his which none of us ever forgot. A soldier's duty is to fight. If he is captured, it is dishonorable to sit out the war in an enemy camp.
George Martin. George, put your ear to the radiator, and you can hear me.
Giraud?
Yes. We have half an hour before the guard comes around to our rooms again. George, how are you feeling?
Between my bad lungs and the shrapnel in my shoulder, I'm not good for much. But tomorrow I shall feel perfect. I shall be happily on my way back to France.
Yes, they will take good care of you at St. Cloud. I know that hospital. You will first go see who I have asked you to before you go to the hospital.
I shall go visit your wife right away.
You have it safe, what I gave you?
General, I don't expect that anybody will search me. Do you see anyone between Königstein and Tars unwinding all that bandage I'm wrapped in? I tell you something about the wounded soldier on the train. He is left severely alone in case he should suddenly decide to die. The soldier dying on the train is very upsetting to the other passengers.
Give my wife my love, and tell her I hope I shall see her before this war is over.
General, I hope long before that.
Lieutenant Martin, please, if you will, the first-hand news. Tell me everything you know. How is he?
He is well, Madame Giraud. I have nothing but admiration for your husband. He must escape. France needs Henri Giraud. He is unconquerable.
It took him 3 tries before he could escape in the First World War. He never gives up, not Henri. You know, of course, what was in that letter he gave you for me?
No, I don't, Madame.
It's just as well. No need to endanger any more lives than necessary. Were you followed here when you came?
I didn't think to look back. I don't think so.
You are certain?
No, but what harm is there in my visiting you? I shall go right straight from here to the Army Hospital in St. Cloud.
I'm sure your orders and regulations did not include paying me a visit. Lieutenant, Paris is now an occupied city. None of us are that free to come and go.
Open the front door!
Do you hear that? The front door at the end of the hall. It's the Germans.
Will someone let them in?
No, because they know they are Germans who are always searching for victims to take with them.
What happens finally? Do they break down the door?
No, they have no real authorization. If no one answers, they think no one is here, and they will go away. I shall need someone to help. I cannot do what he asks alone.
Then you will permit me to be a fellow conspirator.
so that he can run away and not be caught. Or he needs certain things which he is going to ask me for. In this letter, there is a code. Already I know it.
You mean he will write you the usual letters permitted, but secrets will be contained in them?
For instance, I'll tell you. He says when he writes, "My dear one," that will mean, do not do anything for the present. They suspect something. Then he will write, "I miss you, my darling." That will mean, send me so and so, whatever. And then when he writes, "I think of you day and night," that means, stop sending me, whatever.
What are the whatevers?
He will need clothes to go from Königstein to whatever transportation he will get out of where he is. All he has now is his general's uniform. So, if he writes me, "I see sparrows from my window," that means shoes.
Of course, it's very clear. He writes, "I miss you, my darling. I see sparrows from my window." That means, send me a pair of shoes.
"I smell the flowers and think of you," means a shirt, and so on and so on.
He thinks of everything.
You don't know my husband. He even sent me a code for send me 2 bottles of cognac, which I will share with the gods.
But he is going to need tools, something to make a rope ladder, heavy work gloves. Those are things a man can get more easily than a woman.
Open the front door! I command you to open this door!
Lieutenant, how did you get away to come here?
When we got to the Gare du Nord, I asked to go to the WC, and I jumped out the window.
They wouldn't connect you and me?
I think I can be here on Sunday. I will let you know.
Sundays is a good day. They have the whole front of the first floor to search before they reach my door.
What are you going to do?
First of all, I am tearing Henri's letter. I have already memorized everything in it. Then, I am opening this back window and throwing the pieces to the wind.
Madame Giraud, open this door, if you please.
Lie down, Lieutenant. Put this handkerchief over your forehead. Close your eyes. Do as I say.
I'm trying to keep from coughing.
No, don't. Cough.
Madame Giraud, open this door.
Certainly. Come in, come in. This poor sick soldier has been repatriated to go to the hospital in St. Cloud. But he became lost when I opened my door where he was, in a dead faint. So I brought him in here and opened the window to revive him. I was just about to call the authorities. Do you have a stretcher with you? He's expected at St. Cloud. He's deeply wounded. And that bandage about his shoulder has come undone. You too are soldiers. I am sure you respect this brave man, even though he is your enemy.
Those were the days when everyone had to use every possible means to survive. Henri Giraud's wife had to be every bit as cunning and resourceful as she could be, not only to protect herself, but to become a backstop of aid to General Giraud so that he could escape to return to his own troops. I shall be back shortly with Act 2. We are investigating the account of the only man to escape from 2 prison camps in 2 wars. He was not a magician or a lunatic, although to be so successful, one would have to be a little bit of both. The escape artist was Henri Giraud, the commander-in-chief of the French army. His exploits are being detailed by his former student. Charles, please.
I was an average student. Giraud was a brilliant teacher at Saint-Cyr, a military tactician of the first rank. And yet he dared danger and death like no man I have ever known before. In the fortress of Königstein, he remained, planning his liberation. At the other end of the lifeline in Paris, his wife and the wounded Georges Martin worked and waited.
Lieutenant, I think to meet in church during the 9 o'clock Mass is a very good idea. We kneel and bow our heads and not look at one another. That best way we can exchange news, and anyone who happens to look this way will think we're praying.
You have had another letter from the General?
I've had 2 since last I saw you. And there are 2 things I must ask you about. Are there rats up on that tower where my husband is kept?
Rats?
That's what Henri writes. Here, let me show you. He writes, I must be careful with the food.
As there are rats which nibble at everything, especially one large rat who looks at me always with one eye.
And so he explains I should send all the biscuits in the future in small tin boxes.
Rats. I have an idea what he means. There are no cells. We were not even locked up at night. And there are no rats, not one.
Then why would he have written this?
To tell us he is being watched. The rat with one eye that keeps looking at your husband is von Meist, the captain in charge of Königstein. We call him the rat. He looks like a rat. And the one eye is his monocle. It is the way he squints at you.
All right. But the small tin boxes, what do you make of that?
When your husband makes a break for it, he would have to carry enough provisions to last him who knows how long. And the only way to keep and carry it is in small tin boxes. You said there was something else.
There is. But it's not going to be as easy to send him as a small tin box.
What is it?
Copper wire.
175 feet of it?
Mon Dieu. How did you know?
Well, if it is copper wire he asked you for, alone it would not be strong enough to support his weight for 150 feet. He would have to wind or weave it around something else. Threads or cords.
You said 175 feet.
From the top of the tower is 150 feet. He is allowing an extra 25 feet to wind it stronger.
Henri is almost 62 years old. At his age, to climb down all that distance without being seen, without being shot at. The Lord protect him. George, did you bring the wire?
Of course I brought it. Took me a week to find it, and here it is. To make doubly sure, I brought 200 feet of wire to send Henri. Look.
Oh, that's so thin.
But it is very strong. That smells good. What are you cooking?
A ham. And the trouble I had to go to get it. It must be about done. Come along, into the kitchen. Now comes the difficult part.
What a heavenly smell.
Doesn't it look beautiful? There. On to the table to cool off. Now, the problem is, George, how do we put your 200 feet of copper wire inside the ham so no one will see it?
There is only one way. Remove the bone.
I'll do it. I'll take out the bone, and you start to wind your wire to the shape of the bone, and we'll place it into the hole where the ham bone was.
Who else but you would have known a ham is so heavy by itself that whatever is placed inside it would go unnoticed.
When it is cool, you hold it, and I will cut out the bone. I hope the Germans will respect the integrity of a food package to a prisoner, and not cut off some slices before it reaches my husband.
It was at this point that I personally became involved with the escape from Königstein. Giraud had been in prison a year, had tried 3 times to run away, and 3 times had been retaken before he could get out of Germany. I'd been at the front, returning to Paris for a week's leave, when Madame Giraud came to see me.
Charles, I am not giving up hope. But the reason Henri has not been able to escape is...
Madame, the days of World War I are 25 years behind us. Henri was younger then. What is he now? 62, 63? I beg you, when you write to him, tell him don't try any foolishness. Some trigger-happy German guard will shoot him. And that will be a great tragedy for France.
I was going to say, all he needs are accurate up-to-date maps of Germany, especially Saxony, and the latest timetables of the local trains.
You haven't heard one word I've said.
He's being caught and brought back because I couldn't get him the maps and the timetables. He had no trouble getting out of Königstein. The guards take the prisoners for walks along the Elbe and in the fields once a week. It was nothing for him to disappear. But even with the compass I'd sent him in a bar of soap, he couldn't find the roads back. And he was captured.
All right. I'll get you the maps you need. How are you going to send them to him, huh? In a cake?
I'll find a way. I am confident. Do you know, Charles, I sent him a Tyrolean hat last month. He just got it. No one found out.
Fantastic. A hat in a ham?
With a feather. When can I have the timetables and the maps?
By Sunday. Is Sunday all right?
The church across the way from Dimego. 9 o'clock, Mass.
Madame, even the churches are watched.
Place what you have in your prayer book. We will leave the church after Mass at the same time, but no recognition. If there is no one watching, I shall go to the cafe and take a seat in the back room. I shall have a gentleman at my table. Sit with us.
Madame? Monsieur, may I join you?
Charles, this is Georges.
How do you do? Yes, you were in church this morning, madame?
As always.
Yes, well, I sat in back of you. You left your prayer book behind you.
Oh, thank you. That was careless of me.
The waiter is watching us very closely. I think if we desire to exchange a few words privately, we had better order something, so he will go away to fetch it.
You're right. He won't get any tips standing around and not serving people. I will have a coffee. Madame, what will you have?
I'll have some wine.
Why don't we all, Georges?
Anything?
Waiter, a bottle of red and 3 glasses, please, huh?
Now, you see, he's gone.
Charles, the maps and the timetables are inside this prayer book.
As you asked.
Georges, take it to Henri. Georges has escaped from the hospital at St. Cloud. He is going back to Königstein to help Henri get out. Look out! There's trouble!
Goodbye, friends.
I shoot!
Georges got away from the cafe holding onto a prayer book under his arm. At one point, a shot. I saw Georges stagger a bit, then run on and turn a corner. Why he was suspected and of what, I don't know. A man who willingly returns to Germany to help a friend deserves every known medal of honor. I prayed he would reach Henri Giraud safely.
Général.
Oh, Georges. What are you doing springing out at me from behind a tree? What are you doing in Königstein?
I came to help. I was going crazy at the hospital.
You were safely out of Königstein and you came back.
It is nothing I had to.
It has been over a year. Are your wounds healed?
Almost. My lungs are better.
A guard will be along shortly. They let us wander this field for an hour, then they come and round us up and count noses. Temptation to escape once a week. We must talk.
You are in the same place in the tower?
The same.
I can find my way in. It's sold all week to me.
Tomorrow night, the chimney sweeps from the village start their annual cleaning of the chimneys and fireplaces.
I remember. They are here for 3 days.
Put soot on your hands and face, and at 8 o'clock stand with them at the gate. If you talk to no one, they will think you are one of them. Now, once inside...
I know the way. Here, Henri. Hide this under your shirt.
Inside this prayer book, something for me, yes?
Keep it well hidden.
There's a bullet hole in it. And a bullet.
That book saved my life. I pray it saves yours. Tomorrow night, then.
George, we have 2 weeks and 2 days. The moon will be new and at its smallest.
2 weeks. How shall I spend them?
I need a complete change of clothes.
I have that already.
Already? How?
Henri, I am wearing your clothes underneath mine. In a package I have hidden in the woods are your shoes and shirt and socks. Your wife gave them to me for you.
Formidable.
Also, I have a wallet filled with German marks.
2 weeks, 2 days, we will meet at Chandar.
That's the 13th, huh?
At 2 o'clock in the afternoon on the bridge.
In broad daylight?
No one will recognize me. You will put my French clothes into a suitcase which you will carry. We will walk slowly together to the station and take the first train out in any direction. On board, you will put the suitcase in the lavatory. I will go in and change.
And what would you wear when I meet you on the bridge?
My raincoat looks civilian, and my Tyrolean hat.
Ah, yes, that hat.
I shall keep it on always. In the past 14 months, I have learned a possible German. I shall be a traveling Swiss salesman. I have to keep moving until they believe I have crossed the border somewhere. The only way to hide my 6'3" is to sit down on a train, so that is what I shall do. One train this way, another that way, until I can finally escape through the border to Switzerland. It will be a long journey.
You will have food?
As much chocolate and biscuits as one could eat in a lifetime.
I had better go now and join my fellow chimney sweeps.
On the 13th, I will see you on the bridge at Chandon. Oh, you may find me somewhat changed. I'm going to shave off my mustache.
À bientôt, mon général.
Au revoir.
Henri, the 13th, it is not a Friday by any chance. When last I saw Georges, I didn't know whether he had escaped the Nazis or not. I decided my family could wait. I got duplicate maps and timetables, commandeered a car, and was in Chandon in 16 hours. I searched the town for Lieutenant Georges Martin and found him. We made our plans. He would be the outside man and I, the inside man. We proposed it to Giraud, and he agreed. Königstein was not hard to enter at night. Just wait and scoot past the sanctuary. Getting out might be a problem. The night of the new moon, Henri and I went over the escape plan for the last time.
Now we look over the edge of the parapet. Once the sentry has passed below us, we have 10 minutes before the next one. Behind this pile of wood is my rope. Tie it around me now, and when I say so, let me down. When I am near the bottom, I will pull the rope as a signal. Hold it out from you so I kick out and clear the moat. All right. It is time. There goes the sentry. No more rehearsals. Now, we do it.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained, goes the old saying. But a soldier in his 60s, dangling in midair with sentries below, ordered to shoot on sight, is not a relaxed midnight entertainment. Hang on, I would say to Henri Giraud. I say it to you also, until I return shortly with Act 3. Radio, as you may know, is an unexcelled means of communicating across miles, even light years. But the drama of radio, as you listeners to the Mystery Theater can attest, that drama knows no bounds of space or of time. Which is why we can ask the distinguished deceased, in this case a gentleman called Charles, to divulge a story known to very few. Here again, then, is Charles.
It was the night of Henri Giraud's departure. I was fastening that famous rope of his about his waist.
That is tight enough, Charles.
It is the strangest looking rope I ever saw. I hope it holds.
I started with the copper wire my wife smuggled into me, and then every time we would be taken for an airing, Robert, the one who is standing guard, and Jacques, he's at the bottom of the stairs as lookout, we would pick some long lengths of hemp. It took months, but I wove all that together with the wire, and this is it.
And around your waist, what's that rolled up?
My old raincoat. It looks civilian enough. And inside that, you will never guess.
Oh, no, I won't try.
A Tyrolean hat with a feather. I look more Swiss than a walking cuckoo clock. My wife sent it also in a ham. I think, yes, our friend the sentry is passing. Over the parapet I go. Now, let me down easy.
Mm-hmm.
Au revoir, mon ami.
All set, Sean. All set.
Lower away.
I'm letting out the rope slowly. Bon voyage. It wasn't easy, loosening the handmade cable with all its knots and imperfections a foot at a time, knowing I had but 9 minutes left to get him down and away and haul it back up without being seen. He was still within earshot when I felt a tug on the line. What is it?
I am stuck. The rope is caught.
Can you kick yourself free?
One more try. If I can only... No, I'm afraid if I do, the rope might not hold together.
I'm going to pull you back up. Stay with it. Hang on. There you are.
Thank you.
Just in time. There goes the next sanctuary.
I am climbing over the parapet. That was a close one.
The rope would go up, but it wouldn't go down. You're not going to try again tonight, are you?
Of course I am. As soon as the next sentry passes.
But why?
You do not understand, Charles. Georges is in Chandos with all my clothing. Enough German marks to keep me undercover for weeks, months if I have to. What happens to him if I do not turn up at the bridge at 2 tomorrow?
Georges can take care of himself. As I can. We are not important. Your safety is. You are the only leader the French trust. You are the only one to rally all of us so that this shame of being occupied by the Germans can be forgotten and we can fight again.
Exactly why I must escape from Königstein tonight. What can I do for France from prison? After the next sentry passes, let me down.
The odds, slim as they were overcome. Henri made it straight down the cliff 750 feet into the forest. He hid there until it was dawn. And sometime later, wearing his raincoat and his Tyrolean hat, he walked into town and stood on the bridge over the river, munching a chocolate biscuit.
Follow me. I know the way to the station.
Happy to.
This is amazing.
You almost did not recognize me, did you, Georges?
Your upper lip looks a little naked.
Mm-hmm. That is a very nice suitcase you are carrying.
And put your own clothes in it. Suit, shirt, tie, shoes, everything.
The timetable?
And the maps and the money.
Good. Oh, here comes our train. Now, after you leave that suitcase for me in the train lavatory, and I change and come out, I want you to get off at the next station and come back here to Chandos.
Why? I want to get back to France, too.
So does Charles. He helped me last night, as you know. Then after I got down, he had one of the boys lower him as well. He will be waiting exactly where you found me, on the bridge at 2 o'clock tomorrow. It will be easier if the two of you travel together. One can keep watch for the other.
They won't be on the lookout for him.
No more than for you. Nobody knows either of you was even in Königstein. That is ours. It will be in the station for exactly 3 minutes.
Shall we run for it?
No, just walk fast enough to get to the ticket office. You buy 2 for the furthest point the train goes to. I will be right beside you, bent over, tying my shoelace.
Yes, please. Bitte, Herr Lustig. Sit in my best chair. Yes, a cigar?
I don't smoke, Capitan.
Well, then, a drink, please. Whiskey, cognac?
No.
You have come all the way to Königstein from Berlin? Well, surely there is something I can give you, yes?
An explanation?
Yes. Oh, yes, an explanation.
The SS would like an explanation.
Oh, yes, of course.
First, how did General Henri Giraud, probably the most important war prisoner of the Reich, how did he escape from your prison? Second, who assisted him? Third,
Where are the party or parties who assisted him? Fourth, why is it that after I have questioned every one of your staff, no one knows anything, especially not Captain von Meitz, which I believe is your name?
Hello, Stick. Believe me, it is a very complicated situation, and I am endeavoring, as I have been for over a week, to know what happened. Yet I have discovered very little.
Have you discovered also that I have today replaced your sentries with men from the SS? They are all on their way to Berlin for court-martial and execution. Dereliction to duty. That is the punishment for traitors. And why you, Captain, will also no longer be here.
Where am I going?
To Berlin. You will be questioned a little more thoroughly there.
But, Herr Lustig, I have told you everything.
The SS has many questions. They have questions I couldn't even begin to dream of. They will be interested in a rope made of wire and hemp from your fields, where you allow your prisoners to go. No discipline, Captain von Meist. Giraud is very good at disguises, and I have never met the man. All we know is he is 6 feet tall. Is that positive identification? There could be thousands of men 6 feet tall.
He has a very big mustache.
Ah, thank you. I will remember that the next 6 foot tall, clean-shaven man I meet.
What Henri Giraud had to do until his pursuers ran out of steam was to hide his height by sitting down, and the only place that was possible without attracting attention was on a train. So he traveled from one border to another, one train to another, always trying to cross into another country, always on the alert. He sat up, rarely slept, ate what he brought with him, and as much as he could, kept to himself.
Do you mind if I sit here?
Oh, not at all. The compartment is empty. 2 men just got off at Wolfsee.
It is stuffy in here, is it not? Do you mind if I open the window?
I wish you would. I have tried. It refuses to budge. When you do as much traveling as I do, you have to put up with a great deal.
Oh, you travel a lot, you said?
Oh, yes. I am a salesman for Beaufort and Company, Swiss firm. Commerce must go on, war or no war.
And what do you sell?
Cuckoo clocks, thermometers. Would you care to see some samples?
No, thank you.
Of course you would not. I am sometimes ashamed to say what I do. But I have done my share. Africa Corps.
You were in Africa, really?
Oh, I will show you my medals. There you are. I was an Oberleutnant under Rommel. He was my hero.
Mine too.
I would still be with him, but I was wounded and they sent me home. Swiss volunteers were the first to be let go. Are we stopping?
Up ahead. We are taking on some Gestapo agents to search the train. I have been doing that for a month. Now I've had enough. I am going back to Berlin.
There have been lots of delays on the trains lately, I notice. And not due to bombing, either.
It is that French General Giraud.
Who?
Giraud. We captured him in the last war, and he escaped. This war, the same thing. From Königstein. 4 weeks ago, he disappeared.
Oh, Giraud. It's funny, I've never heard of him. But when you are fighting with the Africa Corps, what the French do is not very important.
When were you demobilized?
Last April, after Tobruk. Oh, I could hardly move. My leg is not quite right yet.
You were with Rommel at the capture of Tobruk?
Your papers, sir. We got ourselves from the British enough supplies for 30,000 men to last 3 months.
Your papers, please, Machnel. You, with the feather in your hat.
Who are you speaking to? This is a former Oberleutnant of the Africa Corps. We are discussing military matters about which you would not have the slightest interest or experience.
Schuldig. I beg your pardon, gentlemen.
Apologize to my friend here as well.
I apologize.
This man is a war hero, and you are rude and insufferable. And just so that you know how easily I have let you off, here is my identification. Lustig, SS. Now go, before I report you.
I apologize. Because a man is in civilian clothing, the Gestapo thinks he's a nobody. Tell me, did you ever speak with the Field Marshal personally?
With Rommel himself? Yes, that was a very interesting occasion, and I do not mind telling you about it at all. By the way, when are we to cross the border?
We already have. My dear friend, we are already in your country, Switzerland.
The escape of Henri Giraud, as we have dramatized it, and as told by a character named Charles, was none other than Charles de Gaulle. He studied military strategy with Giraud and knew him well. Sometimes they were great friends, sometimes not. The great may not always agree, but they are always great, and France the better for it, that they lived. I shall return shortly. There's something about unraveling a true story that has always appealed to me. I don't like the fact that the mysterious force that makes the man outreach himself disappears into history. Fame, they say, is what you do today. What you did yesterday is only good to wrap fish in. Not if I can help it. Our cast included Norman Rose, Tootie Wiggins, Earl Hammond, and Ian Martin. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Radio Mystery Theater presents Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Throughout history, down to the present, we have countless examples of groups of men, entire communities sometimes, living in a style unrelieved by more than a handful of women. Sometimes through choice, sometimes through necessity. Men in war, men in political office, men in certain occupations. But when the all-male community happens to be invaded by even a few members of the fairer sex, strange and unexpected events often take place. It happened over 130 years ago in the state of California.
Come closer to me, Ethan. I said closer. Take my hands in yours. They're beautiful hands, aren't they? And my arms, so soft, so smooth. And look, I shake my hair free. I let my long black hair fall free upon my shoulders. Touch it, Ethan. It's like silk, isn't it?
Oh, what's happened to me?
Put your arms around me, Ethan. Hold me closer. Closer.
No, I won't. You're not a human being. What kind of a devil are you? Our mystery drama, Flower of Evil, was suggested by the ancient Greek tragedy Hippolytus of Euripides. It was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Arnold Moss. It stars Arnold Moss and Roberta Maxwell. I'll be back shortly with Act One. In the year 1849, an exciting chapter of American history was being forged. Electrified by the news that nuggets of gold were lying loose, strewn over the rich earth of California, just waiting to be picked up, men swarmed west by the tens of thousands. It was a grand and gaudy adventure for a generation of brash young men, citizens of a brash young nation. For some few, like old Jethro Proctor, the adventure was not the only treasure he had sought. It is 1852. For the past 3 years, Jethro, with his son Ethan, has been patiently tearing out of the rocks and soil the precious yellow metal that lay buried in the mountains of the new state of California.
The sky's darkening, Pa. Days are getting shorter fast.
That's so, Ethan. Autumn's coming in early this year.
Yeah, little stream's beginning to turn itself into a river once again.
That's so. Sluggish trickles she's been giving us these late summer months will soon turn into a roaring torrent.
Yeah, like last year.
And the year before, remember?
Dark, Pa. It's time to quit. My legs are stiff from squatting in the ice cold of this water.
You're young, Ethan. No reason to complain.
My arms are nearly numb from swishing gravel in the pan.
Well, so am mine, but you don't hear no belly aching from me.
Oh, of course not. You got a special hunger. Who knows when a big lump of gold will be sliding down that sluice? Besides, you're a big, strong man. The endurance of a man that's half your age, everybody in the valley knows that.
And you, my son, are young and soft. And like I always say, something just a little less than I always hoped for.
I'm going up to the cabin.
5 more minutes and we'll go together.
We can't all of us be men of iron, Paul. Can't all of us be stallions.
What's that supposed to mean?
You know for certain what I mean.
Now, look, we've been here over 3 years now. I've been working my back off, scraping a living, and it's been a good living out in the wilds of these here mountains.
No one ever forced you to come out here in the first place.
True, no one did. Nor did anyone force you. Could it be that maybe you didn't have the guts and the will to make up your own mind the way a man makes up his mind?
The way you made up your mind to sign your name to that letter a year ago?
Well, now what are you talking about?
That open letter in that back east newspaper. You do remember, don't you?
What are you getting at?
I remember nearly every word of it. When something like, wanted in California to 100 intelligent, virtuous, and efficient women, the undersigned are prepared to offer marriage and a good home, together with $250 to cover the cost of the voyage to the golden state of California. And you were one of the signers.
That's enough, Ethan.
And then it said something like, soil doves and ladies of the line need not apply. A testimonial from their local clergyman is desirable, though not absolutely necessary, and so on. Disgusting.
Well, what was wrong with it?
Well, maybe not for the others, but it was wrong for you. You killed one wife back east. You killed my mother.
Oh, you're on that again.
And now you're getting a second one. You'll probably kill her, too.
Well, don't you touch me.
Jethro, you worked my poor mother to death. Like she was some kind of slave. And I will never forgive you. Never. You don't really care to have a wife. You just want someone to do your cooking and your cleaning and your fetching and your carrying and someone to keep you cozy in your warm little bed. And, of course, now you've got more than enough to pay for it.
Maybe we better get back to the cabin.
Not until you hear me out. Over 100 simple women have answered that letter of yours and your friends. Over 100 women have been traveling for almost a year, coming to this godforsaken end of the world, the flourishing shanty town of Grizzly Holler, just to fall into the loving arms of a bunch of sweating, unwashed, lonely miners, and some of them lonely old miners.
They'll be getting here this week. We had word.
Yeah. You'll be kicking yourself a wife again. Some nice old woman just as lonely as you. A woman you never seen, who's never seen you. You know nothing about her. She knows nothing about you. Oh, by the way, where does the letter say she's from? What'd she call herself?
Her name's Drysdale, Amanita Drysdale. She's a widow.
Amanita. Now, ain't that just one beautiful name?
She's from Massachusetts, town called Salem. There's one thing I want to warn you about. Wait a minute. Wait just one blessed minute.
What's the matter?
It's dark. I can't be sure. Just look here. Here, Ethan, in a washpan. Do I see what I think I do?
A gold nugget half as big as my fist.
Oh, this is my lucky week. It's the biggest I ever seen. Boy, I want to shout out loud and dance for joy.
Quiet. Hold everything. Up there. Look.
Where?
Other side of the footbridge. Just above the trail to the camp.
That's old One Eye, ain't it?
No one else.
Hand me my rifle, Ethan. Could never mistake that gun. The biggest, blackest thief of a mountain cat anybody's ever seen in these parts. And that one ugly good eye of hers staring right at us.
That's her, all right.
This time, old One Eye, you gonna get it. Right through that mean heart of yours.
She's watching. She knows what you're up to.
This is the last time you come prowling around here.
She's getting ready to spring. Right at us. What happened?
Too fast for me. She got away.
Again?
Oh, but she'll be back. You can count on it. They say it's bad luck to shoot at a mountain lion.
Only if you miss.
Them women should be here in a minute now. I can't hardly wait.
Trouble keeping my eyes off you, Pa. Hardly recognize you the way you duded yourself up.
I look all right. You know, I'm nervous as a kitten. You think she'll take to me, Ethan?
How could any woman resist? Matter of true fact, I really couldn't care less.
Just one thing.
Yeah?
Amanita's going to be bone weary after her long voyage. You talk to her with kindness.
Kindness?
And you'll please to remember that Amanita's something besides my wife.
Oh, you're telling me she's going to be my mother? Now, you just back up a minute there.
Whatever you may be thinking about the lady and about me, you be sure to treat the woman with respect. You hear me? Complete respect.
If she earns it, she'll get it.
Oh, here they come. Round the bend. This way, Mrs. Drysdale. Whichever one of you ladies you happen to be, this way.
Never did see such a bunch of over-anxious females. Just look at them. All lined up, waiting to be claimed by the happy bridegroom.
I wonder which one's Amanita.
They got their name tags pinned onto their shawls. That's, Mrs. Sarah Simpson. Oh, excuse me, ma'am.
Keep moving.
This one is, Rebecca Goodbody.
Well named, I'd say.
Esther Attenbury. Rachel Hathaway. Take a look at this one here.
With a shiny black hair and a beautiful smooth skin.
She's a real beauty for... Oh, babe. That's your Amanita. Amanita Drysdale.
Mrs. Drysdale?
That's right. Mr. Proctor?
Good morning, ma'am. On behalf of my son and myself, I bid you a warm welcome to Grizzly Holler. Can I offer you this bouquet as a small token of that welcome?
How very sweet of you, Mr. Proctor. I thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
And this, of course, is my son.
How do you do?
Oh, well, thank you, Mrs. Drysdale. And, a little surprised.
Surprised? How so?
Well, I think my son expected you to be a little, more mature.
I'm 27.
Well, he didn't expect you to be quite so pretty.
Is that how you imagine me, young man?
I don't think I gave it that much thought.
You must be exhausted, Mrs. Drysdale.
I confess I am a little tired.
Which of them piled up things is yours?
Oh, they're jumbled up all with the others, I'm afraid, but they're all clearly labeled with my name. As I am.
Well, I'll pick them out. You just wait for me here, and I won't be long.
I like your father.
Like it should be, Mrs. Drysdale.
Not Mrs. Drysdale, Amanita. You know, I'm as much surprised at you as you said you were of me. Pleasantly surprised. There's not a doubt in my mind. that we're going to get along wonderfully well.
That'll be nice.
Nice? Huh. Is that all you can say?
Well, it's more important that you and my father get along.
We will, of course. Why shouldn't we? The old fellow seems friendly enough, Mr. Proctor. Or may I call you Jethro?
Oh, I'm not Jethro.
What?
I'm Ethan Proctor. Jethro's my father. The one you just called the old fella.
You mean you're not the one who brought me here? He's the man I'm going to marry?
That's it.
He's old enough to be my...
Say it, he is. And tomorrow morning, he's the one who's going to be your husband.
I see. No matter what, you and I are going to be good friends. Real good friends, aren't we, Ethan?
I reckon. If you'll excuse me asking...
Yes?
That shiny stone that's hanging on the gold chain round your neck.
What of it?
You've been fingering it ever since we met. Rubbing it around in your fingers. Can I ask why?
It's a sort of good luck stone.
Changes to different colors when you move. Orange, blue, green, gold.
It's called a cat's eye. Belonged to my great-grandmother many, many years ago in Massachusetts.
Odd-looking thing.
Tell you a secret, Ethan. It's more than a good luck piece. It can make funny things happen. Things that couldn't happen without it.
Like what?
Just be friendly, Ethan. Sooner or later, you may just find out.
The use of the protective amulet goes back to the most primitive societies. The rabbit's foot, the piece of twisted red coral, the claw of a bird or animal. Its purpose, to avert danger, to thwart the forces of evil. But some of these objects are believed to possess the magical powers of malevolence, a supernatural force that serves as a tool of destruction, even death. I shall return shortly with Act 2. By the year 1852, the records tell us, over 100,000 gold-hungry miners from every corner of the earth had thronged to California and had managed to wrest over $81 million worth of the precious metal out of the rich hills. For most of these men, life was hard and lonely, entirely male communities, until some of them had the bright idea of advertising for wives and bringing them west, as Jethro Proctor has done with Amanita Drysdale.
What do you use these washpans for, Mr. Proctor?
Oh, just about everything. For panning the gravel that comes sliding down the sluices, for feeding the mule, for frying our breakfast bacon.
The same pan?
Uh-huh.
That's the first thing we'll have to change. I'm not frying any bacon in the same pan you feed your mule out of.
Well, I'll buy a couple of new ones down at the store in Devil's Camp.
That's only the beginning. We're low on flour, sugar, pork, molasses, coffee, tea. You can do with a new flannel shirt or two. The medicine chest needs refilling, and some pretty curtains for the window.
You know, they're the only genuine glass windows for miles around.
And we're going to need 2 new mattresses. One for us and one for poor Ethan. No human being should be asked to sleep on lumpy mattresses like these. Why are you laughing?
Oh, it's kind of funny. Me and Ethan's been getting along all this time, never knowing we was what you might call unfortunate. But you're perfectly right, Mrs. Proctor. The shack is yours now. You do just what you want to purdy it up.
Thank you, Mr. Proctor. The first thing I'd like to do is to change some of the furniture around.
Your home?
I'd like the table put near the window. More light that way.
Whatever you say.
Now, as to the bed...
I was thinking we could put Ethan's bunk out in the tool shed. It'd make a little more room for us and at the same time give us a little more the feeling of being alone by ourselves.
Oh, that would be cruel, putting the poor boy out there in the shed.
Oh, he wouldn't mind one bit.
No, Mr. Proctor. I suppose not.
And may I ask just one little thing from you, my beautiful young wife?
What would that be, Mr. Proctor?
You think one of these days you might get round to calling me Jethro?
Come in, Ethan. Come in.
Where's my father?
Left half an hour ago for Devil's Camp with the wagon and mule. Gone for supplies. Can I fix you something to eat?
Ain't hungry.
Sure.
Sure.
Jethro won't be back till late tonight. You going to the games and dance on Sunday?
Maybe.
You going to be in the games?
I don't know.
I look forward to dancing with you. Tell me something, Ethan. Why do you resent me? What have you got against me?
Perfect stranger. Coming out of nowhere. Marrying my father, trying to take my mother's place. Not you, nor nobody else is going to do that.
Nobody wants to. But I am your father's wife.
Oh, you got no real feeling for him, I know that.
Jethro wasn't quite honest when he wrote that letter to me. It led me to think he was a much younger man. Young and strong and handsome, like you. So, here I am, married to someone who's more than twice my age.
Amanita, there's no big love lost between me and my father. You know that. But as long as you're going to share this place...
Share? Just a minute, Ethan. I don't share anything I don't have to.
You don't?
You're going to have to realize that this is my place, not yours. My home, my kitchen, my dishes.
But my father's bed.
To that, he's welcome. He's paid for it.
What kind of a woman are you? The way you see it, sooner or later, everything he has is going to be yours. Is that it?
It could be ours. Now listen to me, Ethan. Come closer. I said closer. That's better. Much better. Keep your eyes right here on this stone. The cat's eye that's hanging from my neck. Take my hand in yours. They're beautiful hands, aren't they? And my arms, so soft, so smooth. And look, I shake my hair free. I let my long black hair fall free from my shoulders, almost to my waist. Touch it, Ethan. It's like silk, isn't it? Caress it.
What's happening to me?
Put your arms around me, Ethan. Hold me closer.
No.
Closer.
No, I won't. What are you doing to me? What kind of devil are you?
I am mighty among men. They honor me with many names. All those that live and see the light of sun are mine to rule. I am all powerful in the kingdom of darkness. My will is Satan's will. Together, we rule supreme.
We'll see.
What are you doing, you fool?
I'm carrying that cursed charm from off your neck.
Give that back to me, Ethan. Give that back to me.
There it is.
Don't turn away from me, Ethan. I want your love. I mean to have it.
You are my father's wife.
I owe him nothing. I've been in love with you ever since I got here.
Don't touch me. Now, you stay away from me.
I can make you love me.
What are you? Who are you?
Do I frighten you?
How'd you get here? Where are you really from? Oh, the air in this here cabin is foul with the smell of evil. I'm going out where I can breathe.
You'll be back, Ethan. And I'll be waiting for you.
Yeah. Now, gents and ladies, we come to the main event of this here Sunday wing day. And today we got something a little special for you. Wrestling contest of fathers against their own sons.
Now, for the first contest, one of our recent blushing bridegrooms, Jethro Proctor, is going to match his strength and skill with those of that fine, upstanding lad of his, Ethan Proctor. Gents, you both ready? Then go to it, and may the best man win.
Mr. Frosty, may I sit next to you?
I'd be honored, ma'am, to have such a pretty young thing. Wait a minute. You're Jethro Proctor's bride, ain't you?
Yes, I'm Amanita Proctor.
Most happy to have you join me, Miss Proctor. Look at them two fellas go at it. The crowd's betting on the old boy. Begging your pardon, ma'am, Miss Husband. It would look like Jethro might be getting the best of the boy.
Is he indeed?
Just look, he's got the boy's shoulders no more than a couple of inches from the ground.
Maybe that could change.
How's that, ma'am?
Nothing, Mr. McCloskey. Nothing. My will is Satan's will. Together, we rule supreme. Oh, what happened? Why have they stopped whistling?
It looks like there might have been a little accident. They're sending for the doctor.
Oh, what seems to be wrong?
The match is over. Jethro's hurt. Looks like his arm's been twisted clear out of his socket. His arm is broke. It's clean broke.
Oh, what a dreadful thing to happen, Mr. McCloskey. Isn't it? The sun will be down in half an hour, Ethan. Where you been all day?
Why?
Just curious.
I felt so bad about what happened at the games this morning, I just took off. Get my mind off it.
You couldn't help it, Ethan.
Went fishing all day with Pete McCloskey. How's my father doing?
Fell asleep on the bunk. He can use the rest.
Was the doctor here?
Yes. He said it might be quite a while before Jeffrey can use his arm again.
It was all my fault. I don't know how it happened.
Don't be too sure.
Of course it was my fault.
But you didn't do it on purpose.
Yeah, that's what I keep telling myself.
You didn't. I know.
How could you know?
I'll let you in on a little secret.
What are you getting at? Now, why are you fingering that little thing around your neck again?
You had nothing to do with what happened to your father. Nothing at all.
All right, I didn't. Well, then who did? You?
Maybe. Maybe I caused the whole thing.
How could you?
I can make a lot of things happen when I want to. Ethan, you ever hear of a plant called amanita?
A plant?
It's a kind of mushroom. It's snowy white, perfectly formed and dazzling in its beauty.
What about it?
The amanita is among the most poisonous plants that grow upon the surface of the earth. The deadliest. Mistake it for an innocent mushroom, eat it, and in no time, you die. An agonizing death.
Why are you telling me this?
Just listen. By some, it's called the flower of evil, cup of death, destroying angel. All of them, most unpleasant names. But to others, the name means beloved, little sweetheart. What would your choice be? Amanita, flower of evil, or Amanita, my beloved?
I couldn't care less about either one of them. I'm going to leave this place for good and stay away. 1,000 miles away as long as you're still here. But not before my father learns the truth about you, because you are an evil woman.
He'll listen to me before he ever listens to you, so you can save your breath. Ethan, look at me.
I'm going.
Stop fighting me. Don't force me to do something we could both regret.
You keep away from me, you witch. You keep away.
You slapped me. You'll be sorry for that, Ethan. Very sorry. Mark my words.
We'll see.
What did you just call me?
I called you a witch, and that's what you are.
You're right, Ethan. A witch. As my mother was before me. And her dead mother before her. And her mother's dead mother before her. An angry mob burned her to ashes over 100 years ago in Salem.
Oh, they should have done the same to you. It was a black day that brought you to these hills, a black day when you come to my father's marriage bed.
Maybe he doesn't see it that way. Anyway, here I am. And here I mean to stay. Oh, what's that?
That's old One Eye.
One Eye?
Look at her up there. Glaring down at us with her one mean eye.
She seems so fierce.
She's as dangerous a cat as they come. And black as the night. And don't move.
She's been here long?
She showed first time a year ago, Christmas Day. Been killing chickens, sheep, dogs ever since. Sometimes just for the fun of it.
Christmas Day. Same day I left for here. What are you doing, Ethan?
My gun is pointed right at her. And I won't miss, I can tell you.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you knock the gun out of my hand?
Why? You surely wouldn't want to harm a beautiful creature like that. Or would you?
It was once written that heaven has no rage like love to hatred turned, nor hell a fury like a woman scorned. And if that woman should happen to believe she has the gift of supernatural powers, powers that go beyond those of ordinary mortal men and women, not only can that fury be unbounded, it can lead to unexpected, even terrifying ends. I'll be back shortly with Act 3. The mountain lion, sometimes called a puma, is a graceful, slender animal, often measuring as much as 7 feet in length. With its cold, calculating eyes, it shows its face in every type of country, on mountaintops, in grasslands, in deserts, and in forests. It's a solitary hunter that preys on livestock and other animals up to the size of a deer. Usually, it avoids contact with humans. But old One Eye of our story seems to be unique. In its blackness, in its blinded one eye, and in its evil power to destroy.
Why'd you do that? Why'd you knock the gun out of my hand?
Why? You surely wouldn't want to harm a beautiful creature like that. Or would you?
You tell my father I'll be back before dark.
Be careful, Ethan. Watch where you're going.
Why? You planning to weave one of them foul spells of yours over me, or maybe doing away with me altogether?
What a strange idea.
You take credit for Jethro's broken arm. Why not for my life?
If that's what was in my mind, I'm clever enough to find someone to do it for me. So watch your step, especially on the narrow footbridge. It's become dangerous. I'm going in now to have a little talk with your father.
About what?
About you. I see you're up, Jethro. How you feeling?
Oh, so. I found it hard sleeping on my back.
Can I fix you some supper?
No, not right away. Not all that hungry. Where you been?
Outside.
Didn't I hear a shot?
Must have been Ethan. Said he was after squirrels.
You still outside?
I wouldn't know. He told me to tell you he'd be back before dark.
What's the matter with you, Avenita? You seem edgy and upset.
I am.
Oh, what's wrong?
Strange boy. That son of yours.
Oh, I know he can be real moody sometimes, just like his mother.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Well, then what are you talking about?
I can understand what made him do it, but just the same.
Do what?
He's young. A lot of things are bothering him. He's got no woman of his own.
Go on.
I think you can make him listen to reason, Jethro. I wouldn't be telling you all this, except I can't face it alone. And if it should ever happen again...
What happened? Speak up.
It was unusually hot this afternoon. Indian summer, I think you call it. Well, while you were resting, I decided to go down to that big boulder at the edge of the river, downstream to bathe. I spread my clothes on the rock's warm top and started to dip into the fresh, cool water.
Yes?
Suddenly, from out of nowhere, he appeared. Ethan. He started coming toward me. His face was red, his eyes like some maddened animal. I'd never seen anything like it. Then he came to the water's edge, pointed his rifle at me, and ordered me out of the water.
I'm listening, Amanita.
And then...
What happened then?
He took me in his arms, put his mouth on my... No, I can't.
Oh, my poor darling.
I kept telling him, I'm Jethro's wife. I'm your father's wife. You can't do this to me. You mustn't.
And he?
He didn't listen. He kept on saying that you were a tired old man, that you killed his mother, that you couldn't appreciate me the way he could.
When did you say all this happened?
This afternoon, after the game.
This afternoon. That boy is going to regret he ever saw the light of day if what you say is true.
Would a woman lie about a thing like this?
I'll kill him, I swear, if what you say is so. That this will be the last day he ever spends on Earth.
Oh, I hate her. Everything about her. Jeff will soon find out the kind of woman he's taken for a bride. She is so full of tricks. Tricks of the devil that she uses. She rubs that little thumb between her fingers and just moves. Now, watch where you put your feet, Ethan. Oh, this little bridge is shaky. Slippery. Look at that. The rain is fooling the river, swirling around like some mad dog. There she is. On the other side of the footbridge, standing there. Her lips moving. Mumbling words I can't hear.
Look out. My foot's slipping. You grab the handrail. No, the whole bridge is collapsing. It's breaking right in two. Somebody help me.
Here, Jethro. Let me plump this pillow up behind you.
I just can't sleep.
I know.
I'm thinking about Ethan. It's not like him to go off without a word, stay out all night. Boy's never done a thing like this before. I wonder where he did go.
Jethro, last night you were ready to take Ethan's life into your hands. For what he'd done to me in the afternoon. You swore this would be the last day he'd ever spend alive.
That's what I said. If you were telling the truth.
You're worried about him, aren't you? Worried about your good-for-nothing evil son. A son who thinks his father's so much dirt to be trampled on. A miserable boy who despises you. You, his father.
I don't want to hear no more, Amanita.
Blood is thicker than water, isn't it? As far as you're concerned, Ethan can do just about anything he wants, including putting me to shame.
Amanita, I warn you.
If you want to share your wife with your son, say so. If that's the way you want it, it'll be all right with me.
Hold your tongue.
Don't you dare speak to me that way. Nobody ever speaks to me like that. Don't you ever again.
Yes, sir. Yes, Doctor. Open the door. Keep McCloskey.
Oh, what are you doing here at this hour?
Yes, Doctor.
Mr. McCloskey, what brings you here?
I got bad news for you, Jethro.
Well, what is it?
It's Ethan. Two of the boys just found his body down near Feather River, all crushed and battered.
Oh, what are you saying, Pete?
Ethan, young Ethan, your son, he's dead. Drowned and carried down river in the boiling, crashing rapids. He must have been crossing your footbridge and give way.
Footbridge?
See for yourself, as soon as it gets light. Looks like it split in two. The ropes that held it in place must have been frayed. Must have just give way. I'm sorry, Jethro. I'm mighty sorry.
Thank you, Pete.
Thank you for letting us know.
The boys are bringing the body back for proper burial.
Thank you.
And only yesterday, the two of us, Ethan and me, we spent the whole afternoon together.
Wait a minute. Did you say Yesterday afternoon?
Yeah, after your arm got broke. Came to my shanty, mighty upset. Said he'd like to get away from everybody for a couple hours. Took him fishing.
And when exactly was this, Pete?
Well, yesterday afternoon. We fished till it was almost dark.
You mean the two of you spent the whole afternoon together, just the two of you?
The whole afternoon,
Thank you again, Pete. I'm much obliged for everything.
Well, I'm sorry to be the bearer of such sad news. But if I can be of any help, you just let me know.
Amanita,
Yeah,
you heard what old Pete said.
I heard. Ethan's been drowned.
That ain't what I mean. Pete and Ethan spent the whole afternoon together yesterday fishing. The whole afternoon.
What of it?
McCluskey would have no reason on earth to lie, to invent a thing like that, would he?
What are you getting at, old man?
The truth, Amanita, the truth. You told me you went bathing yesterday afternoon, that Ethan come upon you unawares, made you come out of the water, and like some animal, so you said he took you in his arms and kissed you. Ain't that what you told me, Amanita? But that ain't what happened, is it? Matter of fact, it didn't happen at all, because Ethan was never there with you. He was with Pete McCluskey the whole afternoon.
McCluskey's a liar.
You made the whole thing up, didn't you? Just so as to give me a reason for wanting to kill Ethan.
I told you the truth.
I didn't have to kill him, even if I'd had good reason. Because you did.
How could I? The ropes on that flimsy bridge of yours just came apart. He fell into the river. He drowned. McCluskey said so.
That's what you'd like to have me think.
It's the truth.
No, it ain't the truth. Because I know who you are, my beloved. I know what you are. Yesterday, when you were having words with Ethan, you told him you were a witch, like in the old days. I was behind the door. I heard every word you said, every single word.
What do you plan to do about it?
You murdered my son, Amanita, with your spells, just as sure as if you put a bullet through his head.
Son was worthless. He was no man, not even the excuse for a man that you are.
He was my son. Now, first things first. This evil little charm of yours will be lost forever in the waters of the river. The river where Ethan lost his life.
And then?
I need time to think. And while I take that time, I'm going to keep you locked up here in this shack where you can't do any more harm. I'm going to bar every window, lock every door from the outside. It'll give you time to think, too.
You can't do that to me.
Don't you try to stop me.
Go ahead. Lock me in. You can't hurt me, Jethro. I'm strong. Stronger than both of you. You and your son, both weak and useless. You hear me, old man? I'm stronger. Stronger. May the hot fires of hell burn you and your house to a crisp. Bury you in ashes. Here, I fling this burning lamp after you against your bolted door. See how the flames begin to rise. May they light your way to hell, old man. Do you hear me? To hell!
Burn. Scorch out the evil that I brought into my house. Only fire can cleanse it of wickedness. Ethan, my son, I am ready now for the darkness of the earth. I wish to live no more. No more. No more.
The last hot orange flames lick their way round the gold miner's shanty. Nothing is left but a pile of smoking embers. No trace remains of anything that was ever in the house. Jethro Proctor turns his back on the still glowing pile
walks off, his head bowed, with the measured steps of a man more dead than alive, into the light of the rising sun, into the light of another day. I'll be back shortly. In ancient Greece in 428 B.C., more than 2,400 years ago, the great tragic playwright Euripides, famous in his own lifetime for his dramatizations of the violent passions of men and women, wrote the tragedy Hippolytus. It has remained one of the world's great masterpieces of the struggle between the forces of good and evil. The story you have just heard, Flower of Evil, was suggested by Hippolytus, the same drama that was the inspiration of our own Eugene O'Neill's Desire Under the Elms. Our cast included Arnold Moss, Roberta Maxwell, and Russell Horton. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. This is E.G. Marshall, inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Institute here in Dallas. The program is open to any man or woman interested in broadcasting as a career. For application details, call the Scholarship Coordinator at KRLD 634-1080 during business hours. That's 634-1080.
The CBS Radio Mystery Theater presents... Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the sound of suspense. Welcome to the fear you can hear. But mostly, welcome to the world of terrifying imagination. In this story, you're going to meet what some people call a shutterbug. You know what a shutterbug is. The kind of person who never goes anywhere without a camera swinging from a strap around his neck, who is never content unless they're aiming a lens in your direction, whether you want to be photographed or not. But unfortunately, this particular bug is the kind that many people want to crush under their feet.
We all want to get rid of Kellerman. We want to kill him. And so do you.
That's a lie.
You hate his guts as much as we do, Mr. Bailey. Why don't you admit it?
Of course I hate him. But that doesn't mean I'm ready to commit murder.
Well, we're ready, Mr. Bailey. And you'd better be, too.
Our mystery drama, A Choice of Witnesses, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Henry Slessor and stars Paul Hecht. It is sponsored in part by the Kellogg Company, makers of Kellogg's Special K cereal. I'll be back shortly with Act One.
And now another tale of the ball and chain. As Kellogg's Special K
Presents the good, the bad, and the heavy.
Why is that cowboy wearing a ball and chain?
Because carrying around extra pounds could be just like carrying around a ball and chain.
How symbolic. What will it be, senor?
Give me the Special K breakfast.
Here you go. For a Special K, it's milk, juice, and coffee. Hey, don't I know you from someplace?
You probably don't recognize me with my ball and chain. I used to be 10 pounds lighter, but I'm getting back that way by exercising and eating smarter every meal. Start with this here Special K breakfast.
What's so special?
It's less than 240
calories, 99% fat-free, and delicious. It's going to help me get rid of this here ball and chain.
I bet your horse will be glad to hear that.
Another ball and chain bites the dust.
Your happy ending could begin with the Kellogg's Special K breakfast.
That's Kellogg's Special K.
That's right.
Good night.
Everybody needs to find a home. It's walls and floors and windows and doors with its own address outside. It's a yard with trees. Can you feel the breeze? Do you want to touch the sky? It's your home. It fits you like a glove. It's filled with love and family. Everybody needs to find a home.
Because Centennial wants to be number one with you, they're offering the lowest interest rates, 7 3/4% on homes purchased FHA or VA. Check Sunday's newspaper or call Centennial at 434-1661.
It begins on a warm day in early spring. The kind of day which tempts office workers to leave their desks and stroll through the nearest park on the noon hour. Among the strollers is an amiable young man named Gordon Bailey, who is enjoying the sunshine so much that he's taken a sandwich lunch to a park bench. He knows it's not going to be a very good sandwich. His wife, Pam, prepared it with her own loving hands. And even after 2 years of marriage, Pam seems unable to cope with even a hard-boiled egg.
Oh, excuse me, mister. Okay if I sit down here?
Oh, yeah, sure. Plenty of room.
Thanks. Nice day, ain't it?
Yeah. It's about time we had some good weather.
That's a good idea. I mean, bringing your lunch to the park.
Oh, it's my wife's idea. We're on an economy drive.
Yeah, money's tight these days. Very tight. What line of work did you say you were in?
Oh, I think I said I was in the insurance business.
No kidding. Well, now, that's what I call a good business. Oh, excuse me. Hey, that ought to be a cute picture, huh? That little squirrel up there, cute as a bug, huh?
Well, you like to take pictures of squirrels?
Well, me, I like to take pictures of everything. In fact, I do this for a living.
Oh, you're a professional photographer?
Yeah, kind of. I make a buck out of it sometimes.
I suppose you sell pictures to the newspapers?
Oh, no. I never sold no pictures to the papers. I sell them to people.
Well, I guess I'll be heading back for work.
Wait just a minute, Mr. Bailey.
I don't remember telling you my name.
Well, I guess I know your name on account of the badge.
Badge? What are you talking about?
The badge you wore at the convention at the hotel in Atlantic City.
Oh, wait a minute. You were at the insurance convention last month?
Yeah, I was there. I get a lot of good pictures at conventions. Some of my best.
I see. Or maybe I don't.
Well, you know how it is. Bunch of guys get away from home, away from the wife. They do a lot of crazy things. Oh, would you like to see the picture?
The insurance convention? I'll tell you the truth, Mr.
My name is Kellerman.
Frankly, I just don't understand why you'd be carrying around pictures of a bunch of drunken insurance men.
Yeah, you were gassed, all right. I never seen anybody more gassed than you were, Mr. Bailey.
You don't mean you have pictures of me?
Yeah, that's what I was trying to tell you. You like to see them? They're real beauts. I don't think I ever took better, Mr. Bailey.
All right, let me see them.
Oh, yeah, sure. There they are. I'm in my pocket here. Yeah. Look at this one.
Oh, no.
She was really stacked, huh?
How did you get this?
Well, I told you with my trusty little camera.
But how?
Hey, come on. What do you think? I'm not giving away no professional secret.
You were in that hotel room? She let you into that room, didn't she? You must have been hiding someplace.
Hey, don't do that. Don't tear that.
What do you think I'm going to do with them?
Oh, come on, Mr. Bailey. You know I got negatives. I can print up 2,000 of them if I want.
What is this? Blackmail or something?
No. It's like a business deal, that's all. I figured I got some pictures that you want to buy. And I got them myself.
How much did you pay her for the privilege of being in that room?
The question is, how much are you willing to pay? I mean, so your wife don't get a complete set.
Are you willing to sell me the negatives?
I didn't say that. I got a different kind of deal in mind.
You know what would happen if I told the police about this?
Well, a guy did that to me once. It was a meatpackers convention. He called the cops. They hauled me in. I said I was just a photographer working a convention, that's all. I was selling pictures of the guys there. He couldn't prove nothing against me. I never kind of, you know why? It was true. I am a photographer. I do work conventions. I sell regular type pictures, too.
But they're not as profitable as these, are they?
You know, that guy became one of my steadiest customers. Only then his wife divorced him anyway. He wouldn't make no more payments.
Payments? Are you saying this is a regular thing?
How much you earn at that insurance company? I figure a young guy like you, they pay about $18,000 a year, am I right?
Listen to me, Kellerman. The woman at that convention, I didn't want to get mixed up with her. I was just so tight, I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, hey, you don't have to tell me about stuff like that, Mr. Bailey. I've been around plenty. I know how guys are.
No, you don't understand. Look, I'm only married 2 years. I love my wife very much. And the only reason I got into that stupid mess was because of my boss. I didn't want to insult him. He was drunker than I was.
Oh, come on, Mr. Bailey. You don't have to explain nothing to me. I know you don't want that nice little wife of yours to see these dirty pictures. And I don't want to show them to her, believe me.
She'd never understand. Pam would never... Listen, I'll tell you what. I'll give you a flat price for the negatives, and that'll be it. Understand? I got a nice bonus recently. I'll give you $300 cash tomorrow afternoon. How does that sound?
Now, listen to me, Mr. Bailey. People are real funny about this kind of business. They never believe a guy like me can, well, might be honest, you know?
Honest? That's some word.
Well, what I mean is, they always think that if they pay me a flat fee, I'll be coming back at them again. You see what I mean? Even if I did give you the negatives, you'd figure I had copies someplace that I could hit you again any time, right?
Look, I'm willing to take your word for it.
Nah, Mr. Bailey, nah. You just spend the rest of your life worrying about me coming back. Am I right? But this way, you just make one small payment to me every month, like you pay the electric bill or the rent, you know?
How much? How much do I have to pay?
I figure you for about $40 a month. Now, that's not so terrible, is it? Just $40 a month?
How do you collect the money?
Oh, in person, Mr. Bailey. I just go around to all my customers once a month, and I collect in person. It's better that way, believe me.
$40.
It's $480 a year. You never miss it. And everything will just be fine between you and the missus.
That you, honey?
Yeah, it's me. Hey, shut up, you mutt.
Hi, darling. Oh, be quiet, Lockjaw. It's your Lord and Master.
I'm sorry I'm late. I decided to do a little Christmas shopping after work. I forgot how long it takes to fight those crowds.
Oh, what a gorgeous package. Is there anything for me?
Never mind.
Well, just in case it is, here's a big kiss in advance. Mm.
Hey, you smell good. Is that a new perfume?
It's the same old stuff. The one I'm practically out of. Hint, hint, hint.
Oh, cut out that hinting. I've already spent more money than I should.
Oh, speaking of money, that man was here.
What man?
You know, the one that comes around every month. That Mr. Kellerman.
Kellerman? What the heck was he doing here? It's only the 19th.
Well, I don't know, Gordon, but he was here just the same, looking for you.
What did he say?
Nothing. Just that he'd be back later.
Later today?
Mm-hmm. You know, Gordon, I just can't bear that awful little man. Did you ever get a look at his eyes? And that camera he wears around his neck. Listen, is he going to be coming around every single month?
I told you, honey, he's collecting payments on the car.
Well, why can't you make the payments by mail?
Because that's the way he likes it. Maybe he moves around a lot.
Well, he gives me the creeps. You want to get that, honey?
I'm feeding the dog.
Yeah, okay, I got it. Oh, it's you.
Evening, Mr. Bailey.
I heard you came earlier today.
Yeah, but you aren't home yet. Hope I didn't disturb your wife too much.
Look, we'll talk in the hallway.
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right. What's this early visit all about? You going away for the holidays?
Oh, no, I never go anywhere this time of year. This is one of my busiest times of year, you know?
Yeah, I can imagine.
I get some of my best pictures around now. You'd be surprised. You know how it is. People get all filled up with the Christmas spirit.
All right. Get to the point. You want your payment now?
Well, I wouldn't mind, of course, but that's not the reason I came around, Mr. Bailey. You see, I want to tell you that the payments are going to go up.
What?
I really hate to do it, but it's the inflation, you know? Everything costs more. Food, clothing, film, gasoline. I'm just going to have an increase, Mr. Bailey. I'm sorry.
How much of an increase?
Well, just another $15 a month.
15? Terrific. Now it's 55. What's it going to be a couple of months from now? Oh, shut up, Lockjaw.
Excuse me, Mr. Bailey.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
May I talk to you for a moment?
Do I know you?
No, I don't think you do. My name is Bliss. Dave Bliss.
Yeah?
Look, can we sit down and talk a minute?
Well, it's kind of chilly. Why don't we talk standing up? I'm trying to walk my dog, and so far he's been a non-performer.
Well, I want to talk to you about Ed Kellerman.
I don't know any Ed Kellerman.
I know you do, Mr. Bailey. I made it my business to find out. Now, I'm not asking what he's got on you, Mr. Bailey.
I'm sorry, you're making a mistake.
It doesn't matter. I won't ask you why Kellerman is blackmailing you. I expect you'd do as much for me. Only would you mind telling me how much you pay him? He hits me for $60 a month.
Used to be 40. Price went up last month. 55.
You mind paying it?
Of course I mind.
So do I. I'd mind if it was $10 a month. And not just because of the money. I hate that slimy man, and I'm sure you hate him as much as I do. That's why I wanted to talk to you about putting a stop to him. A permanent stop.
You mean going to the police?
No. That's not good enough. I'm talking about killing him. Every problem has a solution, they say. And Mr. Dave Bliss seems to have arrived at his. The obvious question here is, do two wrongs make a right? We'll find out what Mr. Gordon Bailey thinks about that dilemma when we return shortly with Act Two. In 1919, someone had a big idea. Let's help youth understand big business by starting them in small businesses of their own. And Junior Achievement was born. Each group elected a board of directors, chose a product, set up a production line, sold stock, and went into business. That year, 314 students made and sold products and learned the business of business. Today, Junior Achievement has grown to nearly 200,000 members. Junior Achievers are designing and marketing their own products and services, from cutting boards to printing. They're organizing sales efforts, writing marketing plans, calculating profit and loss. Running these small businesses helps Junior Achievers understand how big business works. Support Junior Achievement, where youth learns the business of business. Call your local Junior Achievement office.
The Dallas Times-Herald. You're doing more, we're doing more.
With 100,000 people in Dallas playing tennis, you can imagine there's a lot of interest in the kind of coverage tennis gets in the newspaper and how much attention it...
What is the Dallas Times-Herald doing to satisfy the growing number of tennis fans and players in Dallas? Listen to sports writer Tim Taylor.
So we don't treat tennis as a 3 times a year sport to be covered only when there's a major professional tournament in town. We try to emphasize what's happening in Dallas at the grassroots level, with stories that range from developing junior players to high schools and colleges to the average player who may not belong to a tennis club or league. And what this does, of course, is to...
You're doing more to learn what's going on. We're doing more to tell you. And there's a simple way to prove it. If you're not a Times Herald subscriber, call this number, 744-6101, the Dallas Times Herald. You're doing more. We're doing more.
Blackmail is an interesting, if dishonorable, crime. It has the unusual facility of making the criminal feel virtuous himself. After all, he's only punishing wrongdoers by making them pay for their sins. But the profession has some serious drawbacks. For one thing, it inspires one's victims to think in drastic terms. And when there are more than one victim, and they meet, well...
Mr. Bliss, I know how you must feel about Kellerman, and you're right. He is one of the slimiest characters who ever crawled out from under a rock.
Those eyes. Ever get a look at his eyes, Mr. Bailey?
My wife can't stand the sight of him.
Oh, I'm not married. It's my job he's threatening. Is it your marriage he's after? Never mind. I don't want to know any details. None of us know each other's problems.
None of us? You mean you know others beside me?
I know others.
Okay.
Well, I made it my business to find others. One day when I got fed to the teeth with Mr. Kellerman and his payments and his wet eyes, I decided to find out more about our friend. So when he left one day, I followed him. Followed him on his round.
And that's how you found me.
Yeah, that's right. You're in the route book, Mr. Bailey, just like all the rest of us.
How many are there?
There's no way of telling for sure. All I managed to find was a dozen, an even dozen.
Man really gets around.
He keeps raising his price. Do you know that? He's only had me in his bag for about 6 months.
This is my 5th.
But others I've spoken to, they say he raises the ante every few months. 3 of the people I've talked to are paying well over 100.
Mr. Kellerman does very well. That's obvious.
Yeah, too well.
You know something? It's funny, but... well, it's kind of a relief to know that I'm not alone.
Yes. That's what I felt at first. Misery loves company. But the satisfaction doesn't last, Mr. Bailey. You still live every day of your life with that sword over your head.
I know, but it's still not a reason for using words like killing.
Don't you know that's the only possible way to deal with a blackmailer?
I wouldn't know. Kellerman's my first.
Well, think about it. No, you must have thought about it already. You wouldn't be human if you hadn't thought about it.
It crossed my mind. Not that I should kill Kellerman, just the wish that he were dead.
And that someone else would kill him.
Yeah. I guess I wouldn't shed too many tears.
You just didn't want to dirty your own hands.
I didn't want to take care of one problem and have another one even worse. And don't tell me that doesn't make sense.
The only thing that makes sense is making Kellerman a corpse.
I'm sorry. I'm just not interested in anything like that.
The others weren't either. Not at first. But now they all are.
Uh-huh. Look, what are you talking about?
We all want to get rid of Kellerman. We want to kill him. And so do you.
That's a lie.
You hate his guts as much as we do, Mr. Bailey. Why don't you admit it?
Of course I hate him, but that doesn't mean I'm... It doesn't mean I'm ready to commit murder.
Well, we're ready, Mr. Bailey. And you better be, too.
Ready for what?
To commit murder. If you don't mind my saying it, perfect murder.
Perfect?
Foolproof.
I'm sorry. Look, that's a stupid dream, and you know it.
You won't say that after you've heard the idea.
Everybody who sets out to commit a crime thinks it's foolproof. They wouldn't commit it otherwise.
Right now, all I want to know is if you'll cooperate.
That's easy. No.
Why not?
Because murder is worse than blackmail. That's why.
Well, this isn't murder. We're going to erase a human mistake.
Forget it. Look, I'll make believe I never heard you say it. Come on, Lacho. Come on, girl. Let's get our business over with.
There wasn't one person on the list I didn't have to convince. But when I told them that there was no chance of any of us being caught, that's when they dropped their objections.
All right. What foolproof scheme for murder do you have?
It's foolproof because it won't be murder. It'll be an accident.
If anyone gets into trouble, it'll be me. Just me. I'm going to kill Kellerman with my car when he's making the rounds one night. I have the time and place all figured out. Just before midnight on Carroll Street.
An accident.
Right. So, now you know the favor I'm doing you. I'm taking the risk all by myself.
You think the police are that stupid? Murderers get caught even when they frame accidents.
Oh, this is different.
Why?
Because of the witnesses.
What?
I'm going to have witnesses. A lot of them. All disinterested parties. Nothing to connect them with each other. And they'll all tell exactly the same story. What they saw, how it was all Kellerman's fault getting hit by my car.
All right. Stop. Don't tell me any more. You've already told me too much.
No, you've got to hear the rest of it. You're a part of this like everyone else. Don't you see the beauty of it? Safety in numbers?
If you ask me, you'll all get caught.
No. Don't you understand? When a group of citizens all testify exactly the same way, I mean reliable citizens from every walk of life, you ought to meet some of Kellerman's victims. One is a college professor, two are doctors. There are 4 housewives, a bartender who owns his own joint, 1 working stiff, 1 person in city government. You might as well know that's me.
Bliss. Wait a minute, I've seen your name. Something about the Transportation Authority?
One of them is in the insurance business. They're all with me, Mr. Bailey. Every one of them has agreed.
So many witnesses to one accident?
Well, we won't need everyone. Some of them won't be asked any questions by the police, but they'll all be there just the same. We'd like you there, too.
You're nuts. Do you know that? You and the rest of... I won't have any part of this.
Don't you see? It can't miss.
It doesn't matter. I don't want to have any part in killing a man.
How come, Mr. Bailey? Have you got religious scruples or something?
Maybe.
You got scruples, but you did something rotten enough to make you a blackmailer's victim.
I didn't commit murder. Look, you got a good idea about getting everyone together. Maybe if we all went to the police.
Oh, no way. Whatever it is you don't want known about yourself, my friend, it'll come out the minute Kellerman gets arrested. Now, my way is better.
I can't buy it. Look, I'm sorry. My dog is getting tired, and so am I. Come on, Lockjaw.
Now, wait a minute now.
You want my advice, Bliss? Don't go through with this. Find some other way. There has to be one. Goodbye.
Bailey.
Yeah?
What if we do it?
You'll be sorry, that's what.
Sorry? Why? Because you'll tell the police the truth?
I didn't say that. Goodbye, Mr. Bliss. Hello?
Evening, Mr. Bailey. How are you?
I'm all right, Bliss. What do you want?
You going to be busy tomorrow night?
What do you mean, busy?
Well, some of the gang are getting together tomorrow night. Corner of Carroll Street and 9th Avenue, about 9:30. How about coming down? You might see something interesting.
Look, you can't go through with this.
We're all in it together, remember? You might not have to do a thing. Just stand there and see it happen. That ought to be satisfying all by itself.
I won't be there.
Well, we'd sure like to have you, Bailey.
You won't get away with this. Nobody ever does.
You're wrong about that. But I won't give you an argument. Can we count on you?
No, you can't. I won't be there, and I won't help you in any way.
Oh, shut up, Lockjaw. What's the matter with you tonight? Gordon?
Yeah?
Do you think Lockjaw's all right? She keeps staring at the door and growling.
I don't know. Must hear the neighbors or something.
Oh, maybe she's waiting to bark at that man, the collector, you know?
Kellerman?
Uh-huh. Isn't he coming tonight? He usually comes on the last Sunday of the month, doesn't he?
Yeah, usually.
Well, I doubt if he'll be here tonight. It's almost 11 now.
Oh. I didn't realize it was that late.
You haven't done much this evening. Don't you feel all right?
Yeah, sure. I'm all right.
Well, you just seem to be, waiting. Was it for that man? Because if it was, well, I'm sure he's not coming, honey. I think we ought to go to bed, listen to the news or something.
Oh, the news. Yeah, I guess it's on right now, isn't it?
Just about. You want me to turn it on here?
Yeah, sure, would you?
Okay.
now postponed until February, will include top officials from both nations. On the local front, a man who has been identified as Edward Kellerman of 1811 Sudworth Avenue
Gordon, do you
was
suppose
shot
he's
and
the
killed
same?
by an automobile tonight on the corner of Carroll Street and 9th Avenue. The driver of the car, city administration official David Bliss, was released after questioning. 5 witnesses on the scene of the accident testified that Kellerman had stepped into the automobile's path as it rounded the corner. In sports, the Golden Warriors announced their home.
Gordon, do you suppose it's that man, the collector? You think that's the reason he didn't come around tonight?
It would be a good enough reason, wouldn't it? If he was dead, lying in the middle of the street, dead.
You look so strange. Gordon, did you like that man?
If you want to know the truth, Pam, I hated him.
You did? Why?
Just on general principles.
I really don't understand you sometimes, Gordon.
Hand me the phone book, huh?
Okay.
Thanks.
Here. You going to call somebody?
Honey, why don't you go to bed? I'll be in a few minutes.
Yeah, but who are you calling?
Just someone I know. Someone who knew Kellerman.
Oh, I see. To find out if they know about what happened to him.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, honey. I'll go in then. I'm feeling a little tired.
Yeah, so am I. I'll be right.
Good night, sweetheart.
Good night.
Hello?
David Bliss?
Yes, who's this?
Gordon Bailey.
What do you want?
I heard the news tonight about Kellerman.
Well, you don't have to thank me. I did it for myself.
And you did go through with it, huh?
You can relax now, friend. You've just saved yourself $55 a month, maybe a lot more. Your remittance man won't be coming around again. You ought to go out and celebrate.
I know what I ought to do.
What's that?
So long, Bliss. I just wanted to make sure.
Hey, Bailey.
Obviously, there's one thing you can say for David Bliss. He's a man of his word. And because Mr. Bliss kept his word, 2 indifferent interns are now lifting the mortal remains of Mr. Edward Kellerman and depositing them in the efficient cold filing cabinet of the city morgue, awaiting for someone to claim the body. But who cares about a dead blackmailer? Possibly Mr. Gordon Bailey. We'll find out shortly when I return with Act 3.
Ever had a tall, frosty glass of Amplitude? Well, if your beer is Budweiser, you've had it often. Amplitude is a fancy word for the entire taste phenomenon, the total experience of flavor. Next time you take a healthy swallow of Bud, watch what happens. Think about the sensations you're experiencing. Notice how the flavor of Bud comes on nice and easy. Not too strong, not too quick. Just right. Notice the clean, crisp togetherness of Bud's taste. Everything in perfect balance, with no single element jumping out at you. And there'll be no aftertaste either, no hanging on. And you'll be refreshed and ready for another glassful. Actually, Bud drinkers have been experiencing Amplitude for years, but they never phrase it that way. They just say Budweiser, and that says it all. Anheuser-Busch, St. Louis.
Your first power tool was probably a power drill. It was really useful, even for simple jobs. It's still useful, even now that you've gone on to more difficult projects. Hi, Frank Lieber here for True Value Hardware Stores, and they've got an essential companion for your power drill. Black & Decker's electric drill bit sharpener. As your workshop skills become sharper and sharper, your drill's bits become duller and duller. Buying new ones time and time again is expensive. Black & Decker's drill bit sharpener will make them sharp as new again. It works like an electric pencil sharpener. It fits 11 bit sizes from 1/8 to 3/8 of an inch, and it's double insulated for electrical safety. Right now, True Value Hardware Stores have the Black & Decker drill bit sharpener at a new low price. It was $19.99. Now it's $4 less.
just $15.99. Get the Black & Decker electric drill bit sharpener for just $15.99 at the True Value hardware store nearest your home.
As David Bliss and company managed to commit the perfect crime, so it seems, since the death certificate for Edward Kellerman simply states the cause of death as accidental. At least a dozen people know otherwise, but they remain silent, feeling not grief, but relief. The only one who finds it difficult to maintain that silence is the one victim of Ed Kellerman who was knocked on the corner of Carroll Street and 9th Avenue that fateful night.
Honey, do you know it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning?
Oh, is it? Really?
You know, I honestly think you are coming down with something. A virus, maybe.
Pam, will you please stop fussing? You're beginning to sound like my mother.
I certainly wouldn't want to do that. I'm just trying to get you to go to sleep. You've got a job to go to tomorrow.
Well, it's funny about my mother. When I was growing up, she made me feel that there was something, I don't know, something so profound about religion.
Well, if you ask me, she just likes the bingo games.
My father was that way, too. But neither one of them really seemed to live their religion. You know what I mean? I mean, they talked about loving their neighbors and so forth, but they didn't love them at all. They were always saying the nastiest things about them.
Well, that's how people are.
When I was in my teens, I used to call them hypocrites. Now, I just wonder if I'm any different than they were. I really don't think I am.
Different how?
Well, about things like the 10 Commandments, for instance. I wonder if there's one I haven't broken.
I hope you haven't coveted your neighbor's wife. That's about the only one I can remember.
I remember them all.
You do?
Yeah, I won a prize in Bible class when I was only 8 for reciting all of them.
Thou shalt not this. Thou shalt not that.
There are only 8 shalt nots. Thou shalt have no other gods beside me. Thou shalt not worship any graven image. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Thou shalt not kill. Yeah, sure. I'll have that file completed in time for the meeting. Righto, Phil. Bye. Oh, Sylvia, did you reach that number yet? No. Okay, well, buzz me if you do. All right. Now, let's see about that actuarial table. Hello.
All right, Bailey. What is it now?
Hello, Mr. Bliss. I've been having a lot of trouble reaching you this morning.
Well, I haven't been at my desk.
I was wondering if you might be free for lunch.
Sorry.
I'd really like a chance to talk to you.
About what?
About some mutual friends of ours.
If we're talking about the same thing, Bailey, they're not mutual friends. They're all strangers, complete strangers, just like you and me.
Well, that's something I'd like to rectify. Would you have lunch with me? All right?
All right. Where?
I suppose we meet somewhere halfway. I know you're in the City Hall area. I'm on Wall Street. About Mercury's, do you know it?
I'll see you there at 12:30.
That's fine.
All right, Bailey, let's have it. You don't want a social lunch. You have something on your mind.
You're right. Something I can't get off my mind.
How about our old friend Kellerman, I suppose?
You remember what you said about him? How he was a sword hanging over your head?
So?
He's still that for me, Mr. Bliss. He is exactly that.
Kellerman is dead. He won't be ringing your doorbell anymore. How come you're not grateful for that?
If Kellerman had really been hit by a car, if he had a heart attack or something, yes, I admit I would be glad about it. I would have gone out and celebrated. I would have slept very well at night. But the way things are, I'm not sleeping at all.
Try pills.
I'm just sorry you ever came up to me in that park. If I didn't know it was going to happen the way it happened, it never would have bothered me. But I do know. And it bothers me too much.
So?
The thing is, I don't know if I can live with it.
You want to be more specific?
I don't know if I can spend the rest of my life with this thing on my conscience.
Your conscience? Look, you had nothing to do with Kellerman's death.
I don't know what you think Kellerman had on me, Bliss, but it wasn't anything illegal.
Just immoral, right?
It was something stupid I did.
Well, there was nothing stupid about what we did.
Wasn't it? Are you really so sure you've committed the perfect murder?
Shut up. Don't you ever use that word in front of me.
You're still afraid, aren't you? Afraid of being found out.
It can't happen. Not as long as we all stick together.
Oh, safety in numbers, right?
When the police came, they only questioned 4 of them. Every single one told the same story. There was no reason to doubt their word. Why should there be?
Because there was no connection between them.
Right. They were all strangers.
Nothing to tie them to each other. Except Kellerman. What about the records he might have kept? His little black notebook, for instance.
We thought of that, too. First thing we did when we went to his body was lift that book right out of his pocket.
Oh, what about the apartment? What about all the stuff he had there?
The second thing we lifted was the key to his apartment. One of our guys, Joe, the bartender, went straight there. He cleaned out every scrap of paper in the place, every single one of his rotten photographs.
You were very thorough, weren't you?
Yeah. We were thorough, Bailey. And you ought to be grateful, not worried.
I am worrying. I'm worrying about whether or not I should...
Go on. Whether or not you should what? Bailey, are you thinking about going to the police?
It occurred to me.
You mean you'd turn me in?
I don't know. I just don't know.
Did it ever occur to you to turn Kellerman in?
Yes, often.
But did you?
No.
Why not? Wasn't he committing a crime? Wasn't he disturbing your precious sleep, too?
Yes, he was.
But you didn't turn him in because you were afraid for yourself. Isn't that the truth?
I suppose so.
So all this morality of yours, this conscience you talk about, you didn't discover you had any until Kellerman was gone, until he was no longer a threat to you. Isn't that true?
I still say blackmail isn't murder.
Bailey, I've got news for you. I wasn't going to tell you this unless it was absolutely necessary.
Tell me what?
Kellerman may be gone, but his photographs are still around.
What?
You heard me. We have all of Kellerman's negatives, all the dirty pictures he ever took. Most of them have been returned to his victims. Everyone who cooperated with us.
I see.
That means we have your pictures, too, my friend. You understand?
And if I don't cooperate, I get a new blackmailer.
No, that isn't the way it is at all. Kellerman bled you, Bailey. Every month he came whistling up to your front door asking for money. More and more money all the time. But that's over now. Done and finished.
So what you're saying is, if I go to the police, the photographs go where I don't want them to go.
I'm sorry to use Kellerman's own tactics, but you're forcing my hand. Bailey, please use your head. You've got nothing to gain and everything to lose. Somebody's done you a favor. The only way to show your gratitude is to forget it. What do you say?
Well, I'll think about it. That's all I can tell you.
Want any more coffee, honey?
No, thanks.
You look so tense, Gordon.
Yeah, I guess I have been acting pretty jumpy tonight.
Well, you've hardly said 2 words to me since you came home.
The thing is, I've been thinking a lot, Pam.
About what?
About whether I had the nerve to tell you something. Something that happened about, 7 months ago.
What do you mean?
Pam, you remember that insurance convention I went to back in July in Atlantic City?
Of course I remember. I couldn't go with you because of Mother being in the hospital.
I wish you had been with me. Then nothing would have happened.
What did happen? Did you get into some kind of trouble?
Yeah, I got myself into trouble by by being stupid, by drinking too much and letting Hal Emmons drink too much.
Emmons? You mean your supervisor?
I was still new on the job. You remember, Pam? I wanted to make good.
Yeah?
I was afraid of Emmons taking a dislike to me, afraid of crossing him. We both got drunk that second night. Emmons insisted that we pick up these girls. But, honey, I swear, I didn't want anything to do with it. I wasn't the least bit interested, but, you know, Emmons is the kind of guy who uses conventions to swing a little, you know. I told him I was crazy about my wife, that home cooking was good enough for me, but he just pressured me, Pam. Pam, can I make you understand?
Go on. What happened?
We brought the girls upstairs. They had adjoining rooms. They were professionals. Oh, honey.
Gordon, why do you have to tell me about this?
Please don't cry.
I wouldn't have known if you hadn't told me.
It's on my conscience, Pam.
You're
Oh, sure, I could have kept my mouth shut. I guess I needed to tell you. I guess I wanted you to know so that you could forgive me. I've been tortured about it for months, honey. You have no idea what torture it's been for me.
But that's the dumbest thing of all. Don't you think I would have forgiven you a long time ago? Please. Hold me, Gordon.
Honey,
please.
It'll never happen again, honey. I swear.
Oh,
dear.
darn it.
Yeah.
I was just getting cozy.
Okay, I'll get it. Hello.
Mr. Bailey, Dave Bliss here.
What do you want?
I have something for you, a present.
What is it?
About half a dozen photographs and the original negatives. I decided they really belong to you. That if you knew you were really out of danger, you'd sleep a great deal better. Do you want them?
All right. Put them in my mail to my office.
And have some secretary open them by mistake? No, I don't think you'd care for that.
You could mark it personal.
Supposing I hand them over in person tonight.
Whereabouts?
Well, right now I'm in a bar called Adam and Eve's on 12th and Walnut. I'll be here for another hour if you can make it. Otherwise, well, it'll have to be some other time, that's all.
Oh, well. All right. I'll be there in half an hour.
Gordon, you're not going out.
Just for a little while, honey. I got some client business. Besides, I can use a little fresh air.
You're not still feeling bad, are you?
No. I feel just fine. I never felt better.
Maybe I'm crazy to do this, Bailey. Maybe I'm putting my neck into a noose, giving you back these photographs.
And why are you doing it?
Because of what you said to me. You said I was just becoming another blackmailer, another Kellerman. And I guess you were right. If I held on to these, I'd have become the very thing I despised.
Well, I give you credit for honesty, Bliss.
I hope that having these will change your mind about going to the police. I hope you'll realize that I did the right thing, that we all did the right thing.
I can't answer that.
Then you're still thinking about it?
You want to know something? I told my wife tonight about these.
What?
I told her all about the girl in Atlantic City. She knows exactly what happened. Oh, that doesn't mean to say she wouldn't be horrified to see it in black and white. That's why I'm glad to have these pictures. What else can I say but thanks?
You could say that you won't go to the police, ever.
Sorry. I can't make any promises.
Yeah. I was afraid you felt that way. Well, let's have another drink, okay?
No, not for me.
Just one more. Hey, Joey.
Coming.
Really, I have to be going. My wife's waiting at home for me.
What'll it be, Mr. Bliss?
It's trouble, Joey. All the trouble we can handle.
Yeah. I figured it had to be.
Hey, what is this?
Sit right there, mister.
Put that gun away. Oh, my God, Blitz, what are you doing?
Go on, Joey. All right. Let's get the story straight now. What happened here, Joey?
Look, Sergeant, you know me. You know I don't like trouble in my joint.
Well, what did the guy do? Try to hold you up?
That's right. He come in, he sat down at the bar, he pulled out a 45 and stuck it in my gut.
Well, that's a strange one, all right. I mean, the guy was some kind of insurance executive. If that's all I on his business.
Well, he must have gone off his nut, Sarge. Look, you can ask anybody, all of my customers. This gentleman right here was at the bar.
Yes, officer. My name is David Bliss. I'm with the city, officer, and the bartender's right. The guy just sat down and pulled out the gun.
No, that's true. And then the bartender tried to grab it away from him. It went off.
What's your name, lady?
Mrs. Edith Chester.
It was a pure case of self-defense, Sergeant.
I'm just glad nobody else got hurt, you know.
Yeah, you were lucky, Joey. You were all lucky. Okay, I'll need some statements now from some of you other witnesses.
And so for poor Gordon Bailey, there was no safety in numbers, only extinction. We admit that this is a grim demonstration of the old saying that in union there is strength. But we sincerely trust that justice finally prevailed. I'll be back shortly.
Later, I'm busy.
Honey, I'm worried about Robbie. Let's talk.
Daddy, do you know what happens to bears in the wintertime?
If all they hear is your busy signal, some very important people might stop calling. And there are messages you can't afford to miss.
A thought from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, the Mormons.
If there's a moral to this story, it might be that eyewitnesses can't always be trusted, even when they're being honest. Of course, we don't worry about your eyes on this program. We're interested in your ears, and we have good news for you. Many thousands of ears are now listening to these exercises in imagination. We hope you'll continue to be an ear witness. Our cast included Paul Hecht, Evie Chester, Ralph Bell, and Robert Dryden. The entire production was under the direction of Hyman Brown. And now, a preview of our next tale.
Even if all you say is true, that this man was Richardson's murderer, you can't help John Lindell any longer. He's beyond that.
But his name, don't you want to clear his name?
Have you any proof? Any living witness?
Just myself.
But you'd be willing to involve yourself? Start a whole new investigation? Open up the whole dreadful mess again? Mrs. Canby, do you know that John Lindell had a daughter?
No. But wouldn't that be all the more reason to do something?
His daughter's married, living in Minneapolis, a husband and 3 children. People have forgotten about her father by now. Would you want that poor woman to see his name dragged through the newspapers a second time?
But if her father was innocent.
Forget it, Mrs. Canby. That's my advice to you. The old wound is healed. Don't reopen it.
Radio Mystery Theater was sponsored in part by Anheuser-Busch Incorporated, brewers of Budweiser. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Come in. Welcome. Welcome to Mystery Theater. I am Hyman Brown. When I was a boy, I always thought the maps in the atlas were a fixed picture of the world that never changed. Well, certainly not in this century. New countries turn up every day. Old ones vanish or are renamed. I guess nothing is permanent. Carpathia, Transylvania are forgotten names on a map. I wonder if they are as defunct as the dread creature who came from there, whose 2 front teeth fastened on the victim's throat and drank his life's blood. But if they are, they were not 70 or so years ago when this blood-curdling tale begins.
But I know you, and I you. From a dream I had. From a dream I had, too, when I was 6 years old. How long ago was that? 13 years. Oh, that's just when I had mine. Come, sit beside me on the bed and hold my hand. I have a feeling, I know we're going to be terribly close, you and I.
Our mystery drama, Carmilla, was especially adapted from the classic novella of G.S. Stephanu by Ian Martin and stars Mercedes McCambridge. In Styria, which these days on a map you will find is an Austrian province named Steiermark, Lois Stanton was born and brought up. Her father, George, was an Englishman who had married into Hungarian nobility and had respected his wife's desire to stay on in Austria at the ancestral Austrian castle. But at the end of the Middle Ages, the huge old fortress mansion was a lonely place for a young girl to grow up in, lying as it did deep in the heart of the country. But since she took the time to write it in her own cramped but still beautifully trained hand, let Lois Stanton tell her own story.
I started writing this over 50 years ago. But my confused and horrible reactions then persuaded me to lay it aside. But now, approaching my 90th birthday, I should like to leave a record of why I never married. I've only known the love of one person outside my father. A woman. That is a shocking statement, even today with all our liberation. How shocking an experience it proved to be for me at 19. It was so revolting and so soul-destroying that it stood between me and love for the rest of my life. I am not talking of sex or a sexual relationship, certainly not in the ordinary sense of the word. But let me take you back to the year 1905 and a whole other world.
Damn it, that quite puts me out.
What is it, Papa?
A letter from General Spielsdorf, which arrived by the post. Late as usual. Everything is these days. Sent almost a week ago from Vienna.
From Vienna?
Let's explain in moments. This arrives barely in time to tell me that he and his niece will not be arriving tomorrow.
Oh, what a shame. I was looking forward to making the acquaintance of Fräulein Reinhardt.
Even if the general had come, my dear, that would have been impossible.
Why?
The reason for canceling his visit is because of his niece's sudden death.
Her death, Papa? But she was only my age.
That's what's so tragic.
Is he still coming here?
No. There is some mystery. He appears to blame Bertha's death on some young guest they had. A mysterious young woman.
Well, what could it have been, Papa? An accident? Or some sort of disease that was catching?
There's no way of telling. I'm really quite shaken.
My poor old friend. And I'm disappointed for you.
Oh, Papa, you mustn't think for a moment about me.
Well, I do all the time. Locked away in this great labyrinth of a mausoleum with no companions.
Oh, I have you. And Madame Perrodon, the housekeeper. And my governess, Mademoiselle de La Fontaine.
I meant companions of your own age. Not dried-up old sticks like us.
Oh, you mustn't talk about that, Papa. You know I've always loved it here.
Next year, we must move for the season to Graz, or perhaps even Vienna, so that you can meet some nice young gallants.
Oh, I have a gallant who takes very good care of me.
Little creaky in the joints, I'm afraid. No, Laura. You're so retiring and self-effacing. It might be time to inject a little hussy into your bloodstream.
Papa, I think we have talked enough about me. And as for how happy I am, just look out at our garden. Where else but at the Schloss could we see such romantic, misty beauty?
It's a full moon. And a lovely, soft, clear evening. Shall we take a little stroll down by the drawbridge?
A moment, dear Papa, till I fetch a shawl, and I'd love it. I have the strangest feeling that tonight something very special is about to happen.
By the time we reached the bridge, the moon was high and brilliant, and as we turned back, the whole landscape was a mezzotint, shimmering and dreamlike.
This moon tonight, it's full of magnetic force, an odyllic influence, which if...
Odyllic, Papa? That's a strange word. What does it mean?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be literary. Actually, I'm being quite literal. It means the effect of one animal's magnetism upon the other. Look back at the Schloss, for example.
Oh, yes. All its windows flash and twinkle and reflect the silvery splendor.
As if unseen hands had lit them all to receive some special royal guest. What's that?
It's a carriage. But it's coming too fast.
Step back, Laura, to the protection of this tree. It must be driven by a madman.
It was a closed carriage, drawn by 6 horses, traveling at top speed. As it came round the blind corner to the bridge, twisting and swaying wildly, a female voice screamed in terror. Coming off the bridge, the lead horse panicked, pulling the whole rig to the right, so that what was coming was inevitable. The wheels on one side, passing over the projecting overground roots of one of the great trees, and in a moment... My father was wonderful, as always in a crisis. First he rushed to calm the terrified lead horses, so that they in return stilled the panic in their followers. And the coachman, Joe Clear, joined to help him, while I, avoiding the still spinning wheels, clambered to open the door and to help out the occupants of the coach itself. I only gave assistance to an elderly lady, clad in a long cloak with a hood, whose sole concern was for her daughter. While I took her aside, my father and the coachman lifted out a younger lady who seemed to be unconscious.
Ma pauvre petite fille, are you all right?
I should not worry too much. Madame, I have sent your footman to the Schloss for assistance. And shortly we shall have the conveyance here to conduct you and the young lady to accommodations where you may rest, and we can send for a physician's help.
You are too kind. Monsieur, Camilla, are you all right?
I'm just dazed, Mamma Mia, but I feel so weak.
Oh, regardez-ça. Oh, now, what do I do?
If you could tell me what troubles you.
This much only can I tell. You are a gentleman and must be well aware of the gathering clouds of war. I am returning to my husband in the haste you witnessed, because I carry assurances and information only I can impart to him. For me to waste an hour, or a moment even, endangers our whole future. But I can see that the long trip to Vienna in such haste is something Carmilla cannot sustain. Now, is there some hostelry, inn, or even sanatorium where I can leave my precious child to be well cared for till I can send for her at more leisure and with adequate protection for her travel?
Papa, why can't she stay with us? Bertha's room was all prepared and is ready.
It is true. We would be happy to put up your daughter and see that she has immediate medical attention.
Oh, you could save an empire and relax a mother's heart.
I would feel more comfortable about all things if I knew exactly who I'm assisting and where.
That is impossible as of the moment. All that counts now, if I can feel my child safe, is for my men and yours to right the carriage so that I may be on my way. I promise you that it is a matter of more than even life or death.
But, Papa, where do you suppose they were coming from?
On that road, it's hard to say. They must have lost the main road and approached this way by accident. Ah, here comes Dr. Zudig now. Well, Franz, how's our little patient faring?
Oh, no problem at all. A few bruises, otherwise no worse for wear for the mishap. She is perhaps a little nervous and lonely, and perhaps bewildered.
One can hardly blame her.
I took the liberty of suggesting that Laura run up and have a chat with her before she turned in. Someone of her own age, you know.
Come in. She was sitting propped up in the huge bed, her hair framing her face, tumbling about her shoulders. And now, for the first time, I could see her face clearly as she saw mine, as we both gasped.
But I know you. And I you. From a dream I had. From a dream I had, too. When I was 6 years old. How long ago was that? 13 years. Oh, that's just when I had mine. Oh, you must tell me, and I must tell you. But you must be Laura. And my name is Carmilla, and we mustn't be strange to each other. Oh, come. Sit beside me on the bed and hold my hand so we can talk. I have a feeling, I know, we're going to be terribly close, you and I.
Remembering that old dream, which had never ceased to haunt me, I should have been repelled. But instead I was drawn irresistibly toward Carmilla. Would to God I had known that the fascination was not love, but an unhealthy spell. The flame for the moth, the spider's web for the fly. But I didn't know, and I went to her, and I put my hand into Carmilla's.
Two beautiful young women, one blonde and blue-eyed, the very quintessence of innocence. The other, lying in the bed, pale from the accident and seemingly vulnerable, light olive-skinned, with great dark eyes and tumbling masses of hair, perhaps masking beauty and evil and malevolence, not of this world and not to be named.
Let's go behind the scenes to this episode of Radio Mystery Theater.
The old lady who writes this story of 70 years ago still retains much resemblance to that once blooming girl of 19. Oh, the china blue eyes are faded, the hair is ash gray instead of golden blonde, but the figure is neat and trim and somehow vulnerable, not only to the encroachment of 90 years, but as if it had always been so.
We sat there, hand in hand, Carmilla and I, searching each other's faces. There was a silence of what must have been minutes. I could feel my heart pounding against my ribs at the wonder, the terror of that spectrally beautiful face, which at last was no longer a dream.
How wonderful. 13 years ago, I saw your face in a dream, and it has haunted me ever since.
Oh, it's wonderful indeed. 13 years ago, in vision or reality, I certainly saw you. I could never forget your face. It's remained with me ever since.
It seems as if we were predestined to be friends. I want you to be my friend.
Yes, I want to be yours.
Well, we will. And we must start with the first thing we shared.
The dream.
There now. I can see you're shy. Oh, but that comes of being alone too much. So I shall start. I told you. It was when I was 6. And I woke up from some troubled dream, and I found myself in a room that was nothing like my nursery. It had dark wood wainscoting and great heavy beams sloping over the bed.
And did it have a big iron candlestick by the bed with 2 branches made out of
serpents? Yes. And they held the candles in their mouths.
That was my nursery. It's still there on the top floor, just as you described it.
You see, it's more than a dream. Now I remember, I was only 6, and being in a strange room, I was scared, and I was about to cry out, when all of a sudden, this fairy princess with golden hair and blue eyes sat up in the bed next to me and held her arms out to me. It was you.
As a child?
No. As you are, now. Your lips, red and full, smiling at me, beckoning me. I climbed in beside you. You put your arms around me, and softly, so sweetly, I went to sleep.
And that was all?
No, then there's the bad part, but I put that out of my mind. I don't try to remember that.
No, you must tell me.
Oh, very well, because we must have no secrets from each other. I don't know how long I've been lying there with you, and suddenly a scream awoke me.
My scream?
Yes, you were sitting up in the bed screaming, and I was terrified, and I slipped to the ground, and then suddenly everything was blank until I woke up again. In my own nest.
And hasn't this dream haunted you and tortured you all these years?
Haunted, if you want. Say rather, I've never forgotten it. But why should it torture me? What I remember most is the love and the warmth that came from you, and how often I've longed for my beautiful golden lady. Who would ever think I'd find her again?
It's all so eerie. I don't understand it. It's so topsy-turvy.
What do you mean? Tell me about your dream.
Well, it was just the other way. I mean, I was 6 years old, and nobody ever worried too much about me because I was never told ghost stories or fairy stories or anything that might wake me up in the night and worry me. So this one night when I did wake up, which was unusual for me, I wasn't worried or frightened.
Where were you?
I was in my own bed.
And was it the only bed in the room?
No, there was another bed my nurse used to sleep in, but by now it was empty. Except that when I looked over there this night, it wasn't empty. You were sitting up in it.
Me? The child?
No, as you are now. And you came to my bed with your great dark eyes and your hair streaming down your back. And I thought I had never seen anything so beautiful.
And did I get into your bed with you?
Yes, you did, only it was you who took me in your arms. And you held me, and you soothed me until I fell fast asleep.
And I didn't wake up or scream.
No, I was the one who did that. Because I suddenly had the sensation that 2 needles had been run deep into my chest at the same moment.
And were there marks on you?
No, the doctor found nothing.
Oh. I seem to have known you so long. I never have had a friend, a real friend. Have I found one now?
Of course, Carmilla.
Then kiss me and promise me it shall always be so.
Oh, my dear one. Welcome. At long last.
I feel as though I'd come home.
I have said that I was drawn to Carmilla from the first. There's no doubt about that whatsoever. A strange feeling. It's hard to describe, except I could have wished she were a boy. For there is no doubt I was under her spell. And she embarrassed me often when she spoke so freely of her love for me.
Come and kiss me good morning, my dearest. Oh, how wonderful to wake up to you.
Good morning, Carmilla.
No, not just a passing hug. Come on, kiss me. And tell me you love your Camilla as she loves her Laura.
Well,
There. That's better. You don't know the humiliation of how I must live in your warm life. You shall die, sweetly die, into mine.
I don't understand you.
Just never seek to know more of me and mine. But trust me with your loving spirit. Come. Kiss me again, so I know I'm forgiven.
Oh, Carmilla, no, I...
You are mine. You shall be mine. And you and I are one forever.
I seem to be showing you the worst of her. Because at most times she was sparkling and a vivacious talker. She kept my father and all of us in rounds of laughter with her bright wit. The apathy which afflicted her was only bodily. Her mind was always alert.
Laura, are you afraid to die?
Oh, yes. Everyone is.
But to die together, as lovers may, so that they may live always together?
Well, that's something I'd rather not talk about. Oh, I just remembered.
What?
We must go meet the family.
The family?
Yes. Didn't you notice there were no pictures in the gallery? They've all been to the restorer, and today's the day that they're to be returned and rehung. And most of them are from my mother's family. She was Hungarian, you know. It should be quite exciting.
Oh, just some musty old portraits?
That's exactly what they were. They were so covered with smoke and the grime of centuries. I've never really seen any of them. Come along, Carmilla. Do let's go have a look.
Well, I can't say they're a very prepossessing-looking crew.
Oh, Papa, I think it's fun. With their mutton chop whiskers and beards and medals and hussar coats. Don't you, Carmilla?
Oh, they're just like all the others of their times.
Well, you must be quite a historian, Carmilla. Some of these go back 300 years or so. Hello. Here's a surprise, all right?
What?
Look.
Carmilla. Look. It's the very image of you. Even to the mole on your throat. Papa, isn't it a marvelous likeness?
By Jove, I believe you're right. Can you read who it is? Marcia, does it say?
No, Mircalla. Mircalla Countess Karnstein. And the date is 1698.
Well. I do remember that your mother was descended from the Karnsteins.
As am I think, a very long time ago. Are there any Constans living here now?
Well, none who bear the name. Although it's interesting. The ruins of their ancestral castle is not much more than 3 leagues right to the west of here. It was destroyed, they say, during the Civil Wars.
I should like to see it sometime.
Papa, this is just a small portrait. Could I have it to hang in my room?
Well, if you like. I'll have Hans put it up for you.
And then, once you've arranged that, could we, dear Laura, take a stroll in the moonlight? It's so beautiful.
Here we are, at the drawbridge. It's also like the night you came to us.
So you were thinking of the night I came. Are you glad I did?
Oh, ever so much. Someday, when you tell me your story, I know it'll be made up of one great romance. I'm sure that you have been in love, and that at this moment there's an affair of the heart going on.
I have been in love with no one. I never shall, unless it should be you.
Carmilla,
Darling, darling, I live in you. And you would die for me. I love you so.
Carmilla, are you all right?
I'm a little faint. It will pass. It's the last time, perhaps, that I shall see the moonlight with you.
What do you mean?
The time is very near when you shall know all.
She was so weak, I could scarcely get her safely to bed. It was long before I could get to sleep, but when at last I did, if indeed I really was asleep, I was conscious of something huge and black circling by the foot of my bed, a monstrous cat-like shape that suddenly sprang, and I felt the stinging pain as if two needle-sharp claws had plunged like hot irons into my breast. And then suddenly my eyes were open, and I thought I saw Carmilla standing there. And I felt relieved. The figure moved quickly to the door, and I followed it, only to find the door securely locked from the inside, just the way I had left it before I retired. I sprang into my bed with the covers over my head, and I lay there, more dead than alive, until morning.
There are none so blind who will not see. And yet it is only human nature that lifts the spirits by saying that no disaster, natural or supernatural, could ever happen to us. Is it happening to Laura? Or is she only a young girl with a lonely childhood behind her and a very lively imagination? Mystery Theater will return shortly.
Let's go behind the scenes for this episode of Radio Mystery Theater. You're hearing Laura Stanton tell a story about a young woman named Carmilla. After Carmilla is taken in by her family, Laura begins to have strange dreams. In one of them, she's bitten on the neck in a manner that suggests a vampire. The best-known vampire is Count Dracula, based on a real person. Born Vlad Dracula in Transylvania, he ruled over the country for 6 years. He was a cruel monarch whose favorite method of execution was impalement, a particularly slow and agonizing means of death. It was this gruesome reputation that led Bram Stoker to base his novel on the man known to history as Vlad the Impaler. And that was a behind-the-scenes look at this episode of Radio Mystery Theater.
With the morning and the coming of light, nothing seems more insubstantial than a dream. Certainly, although it may leave some residual shock to the dreamer, a nightmare loses its terror, and there is a natural inclination not to recount one except to someone very close to you, for fear of being laughed at, or in Laura's case, something different.
I should have told my father, but I didn't. Mostly because, to my surprise, quite early that morning, in answer to a knock on my door, I opened it and found Carmilla up and about.
May I come in?
Of course.
Dearest, you don't look well.
No, I don't feel very well.
I had a bad dream. I knew it. And I felt these two hot pins plunge in and puncture just beneath my throat until I thought I'd strangle.
Oh, awful. Let me see.
Huh?
Why, darling. Darling, it was a dream. There's nothing there. But we shan't take any chances with you. Here, you shall have my amulet to protect you. The next night and the nights following, my sleep was deep and dreamless, although the nights were followed by days of lassitude and a melancholy that was strangely not unpleasant. This was well enough for a time, until new and vague sensations began to disturb my sleep. Sometimes a hand drawn across me, sometimes the feeling of lips kissing me, longer and more lovingly, until they reached my throat. Within a week, my eyes were dilated and dark underneath, and I was pale. And my father noticed the change and insisted on my seeing the doctor. It was just as well that the doctor was called, for that night, everything came to a head.
No! Yes, Papa. Yes, I'm coming.
What is it, my darling? What is it?
Here, little one, I'll get your robe and slippers.
You're shaking like a leaf. What is it?
Oh, Papa. I was asleep. I was sound asleep, and all of a sudden, there was a blinding white light, and I saw Carmilla standing at the foot of my bed, and her nightdress. And she was bathed from her chin to her feet in a big stain of blood. Papa, I'm afraid something's happened to her. Let's go. Quickly. Let's go to her room.
Here, child, put this on. Now, and the slippers.
Thank you, Madame Perdon.
Camilla, this is Mr. Stanton. Open the door. Can you hear me? Camilla, it's Mr. Stanton. Open the door.
Oh, Papa. Suppose something terrible has happened to Carmilla.
Madame, ring for the servants. Get them up here right away.
Oh, Papa.
I'm going to have them break the door down.
The men arrived in various states of undress, but the door and the lock proved too stout and resisted all their efforts. Papa then directed one of the footmen to bring him his large elephant gun, which he had used on safari in Africa. A heavy charge broke the lock, shattering the door, and Papa and I burst into the room. Not only was it empty of Carmilla, but every trace that she might ever have been there was gone. Carmilla had disappeared into thin air, as if she had never been. Fortunately, Papa had given me a sleeping potion, and I knew nothing of this until the following day, when I woke up to find Papa and our good Dr. Zulig by my bedside.
Your father has told me the whole story, Fraulein. You mentioned a sensation as of two burning needles piercing deep into you somewhere about the neck on the occasion of the first horrible dream?
You mean when I thought I saw the black cat?
Yes. Could you indicate to me with your finger just where you think this occurred?
Right here.
Let me see now with the magnifying glass. So.
What is it, Herr Doctor?
Please, with the glass, you may see for yourself. Observe just below the throat.
Good Lord.
What is it?
Just where you said a small blue spot, in the center of it, two tiny sharp punctures. That is the point where the sense of strangulation seemed to begin?
Yes.
Well, then I don't see why you shouldn't begin to get well immediately. But she must not be left alone for a single moment.
There were 1,000 unanswered questions I now wanted to ask Papa and the doctor, but I never got to ask them, for as it happened, a most unexpected visitor, General Spielsdorf, arrived at this climactic moment, and it was his bizarre and harrowing story which eventually answered all my unanswered questions.
Shortly before my poor child, Bertha, and I were to visit you, we had an invitation to Count Karsfeld's Schloss, some leagues to the northwest of Karnstein. The occasion was a magnificent masquerade ball. I felt like the only nobody present. The more surprised was I, therefore, when a lady with most stately air, accompanied by an obviously young girl with whom Bertha immediately fell into delighted conversation, approached me and said,
"My dear General, what a delightful surprise to see you after all these years."
"Madam, since you are masked, you have the better of me."
"If you kissed my hand, would it jog your memory?"
"Well, I should hope so. It's a long time since I've kissed a lady's hand. The pleasure is all mine. Not, in fact, since... Wait, it cannot be your mess.
It's only at the greatest risk that I'm here, and at all odds I must preserve my anonymity. I see our girls appear to have made themselves fast friends already. That is good. I have an urgent request to make of you.
Well, I am yours as always to command.
I am in the gravest danger every moment I spend here, and I've been quite desperate to know how to protect the young lady who is my companion. Could you take her in for a few weeks, at most, as your guest?
Madam, I should be more than delighted, and I'm sure that Bertha will welcome the companionship.
Well, then, let me introduce you to my ward and be on my way. I assure you it is a matter of life and death.
Papa, it's just the same. It's just like Carmilla and the lady.
Ah, yes, the lady that I, too, like the general, mistook for royalty. Even for the Empress herself.
Well, go on, General. What happened? It couldn't have been the same as it was.
I'm afraid so, my dear. My poor Bertha suffered from the same dreams as you, of a great black animal and the piercing double-pronged punctures beneath her throat. She was wasting away, despite all potions and powders the doctors tried, till one of them suggested what seemed a piece of arrogant nonsense to me.
What?
Legend has it that 200 years ago, the Countess Karnstein, Miracalla by name...
Papa, that's the one who looks like Carmilla, the portrait I...
Hush, dearest. Finish, General.
Yes. Your father has told me about Miracalla, and I have verified her existence from other sources. What the doctor told me was that she was a vampire and has never died. He would have scoffed at this, except, well, because of my birth, I was so desperate. I concealed myself in the closet the last night before her death.
Papa, I don't know if I want to hear what happened.
You must listen. There was a full moon that night, and it flooded the room. My beloved Bertha lay wasted and worn beneath the coverlet, deep in a sleep almost as profound as death. Suddenly, beside her bed, a black, amorphous shape bubbled up out of the pure moonlight, moving toward Bertha as though prepared to smother her. Hold!
General, what do you do here?
To stop you, Milaka.
You have no power against the
We shall see. Rather than let you harm Bertha more, I will cut you to...
Powerless! You see, with this small hand I hold you helpless as a babe. Take comfort, old man. You are still too late. Your daughter is mine. Mine.
Suddenly she was gone, and I was alone with Bertha, By the time I was by her side, she had passed away.
Oh, how awful.
That is not the worst. If this friend, call her Carmilla, Milaka, Miracala, what you will, is not found and exterminated forever, your daughter is her slave, and even you.
But Carmilla is gone. How can we find her? Papa, what can we do?
We are leaving for Constantine immediately. We are going to open a grave.
It was a long search, and getting near to twilight, before the stone, overgrown with lichen and moss and weeds, was uncovered. It was marked simply, Mircalla, Countess Karnstein, 1682, but the death date had been somehow obliterated. Finally, the last dirt was uncovered, and the old coffin, rotting, lay bare. The lid was rolled back, and there lay my lovely Carmilla.
Oh, Carmilla!
Miraka. No. The one whose grave it is, the Countess Mircalla.
But see how her face is tinted with the warmth of life, Papa. Look, her eyes are open.
No cadaver smell from the coffin. She still breathes faintly.
The coffin floats nearly 7 inches deep in blood. There is your vampire beyond a doubt. Priest, you saved my daughter. Do your duty.
The priest drove the sharpened oak stake through the body, and that fearsome shriek, which still sounds in my dreams, rent my ears. But I know now, more and more as the years have passed, that it was not Carmilla who died, but that ancient 2-century-old corpse who had roamed in lonely agony till at last she was brought home to the peace of God.
I'll be back shortly with a final thought. You can sleep safely tonight wherever you are, especially if you are young and a woman. Camilla will not haunt your dreams. Just for the record, and to keep it all tidy, we should mention that all the proper protocol was followed in the extinction of a vampire. The head was severed from the body, and both head and body were burned to ashes. Our cast included Mercedes McCambridge, Marion Seldes, Stats Coxworth, Court Benson, and Martha Greenhouse. Associate Director, Marlon Swing. This is Hyman Brown, producer-director, inviting you to return to our Mystery Theater for another adventure in the macabre. Until next time, then, pleasant dreams. Next time, Mystery Theater brings you another tale of the macabre, The Master Computer, starring Robert Dryden. This is Hyman Brown, inviting you to discover the joy of listening.